Eagles. And as we continue to sing, ooh la la, ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la, ooh la la, yeah, yeah. Not even a contest, fam. And I would like to be one of the ones that believed we were going to just destroy the Eagles right from the gate, but I am not one of those. And I was paranoid for the first few minutes in the first quarter, which we spotted them 6 points. Man, little did I know what was coming up next. Wasn't it delightful? 49ers victory Monday. Eagles blown out, not beaten, blown out by the San Francisco 49ers in Week 13. The defeat of the Eagles was convincing enough to now call them the best team in football. A lot of analysts have go ahead and say it. They are the best team in football. There's nothing in the AFC that's going to come over and do anything better to the 49ers than the Eagles, the Cowboys, or anybody else in the NFC. That demolition of Philly was led by just about every member of that Niners, I call them a special forces offense now, because we have everything you could possibly need. We have a thrasher, slasher, guy that beats you down. That's Debo. We've got a guy with technique that's so pure, so crisp and sharp in Brandon Ayuk that there is absolutely, you seen Darius Slay, of which Debo doesn't even refer to as being trash. Boom, Brock, bam. It's too easy. George Kittle, one of the best. George Kittle could be one of the best tight ends, and when it's all said and done, he could be one of the best tight ends of all time. Why? Not only because of his prowess as a pass receiver, but how he helps to set up that whole offense and make it work. Juice is underrated and does not get enough love. That is the best fullback in the game. And did I mention Christian McCaffrey? I don't think so, not yet. One of the biggest ignition switches in the game. And when he gets going, the whole engine just runs like a well-oiled machine. And then there is Jawan Jennings, who also does not get enough love. He is that guy that will suddenly strike like a cobra. Wham! And Brock, fam, in 2 years, if he doesn't regress, Brock Purdy could be on the march. I'll just let you fill in that blank. He could be on the march to, man, I tell you, the city, as folks from San Francisco like to refer to the place as, led by Brock, of whom now has proven that he may have made a difference in the NFCCG of last year. There's no doubt about it. I've already put a post up about some of the things that are being said across the daily shows. And yes, even Debo said, had he been with us last year, I'm telling y'all, it would have been different. Debo, you're so right. And that was proven without any shadow of any doubt. The phones are going to go for your take on the vicious beatdown that tonight is placed on the Eagles to expose the truth about the difference between San Francisco and Philly in 2023. And there's a class level, too. Philly, what the hell, man? I knew you guys were going to do something strange and stupid. That's what they do when you get to Philly. They embrace that bad guy, that we're the deviants. We represent a criminal element in the NFL. They love that. And they're going to do everything they can to make sure that image is upheld. It's not about toughness. It's about stupid. Fam, injuries from the game per Coach Shanahan. Ross Dwelly had a high ankle sprain, so he's going to miss a few weeks. Eric Armstead had his foot and also some knee issues, so information still being gathered on that scary issue. God, we really need Armstead and the stretch going ahead. Hopefully it's something he can heal up. We don't need him against the Hawks. Really don't. Just let him take a break. I'm just hoping 2 weeks would be enough for him. Coach Shanahan reporting that AA came in with with that issue this morning, so more for that possibly by Wednesday. Spencer Burford, who did a very good job. Do you know that I watched the game a couple more times. Spencer Burford did a decent job against what's that dude? God, every time I get on the show, I go blank. That premier defensive tackle they got, Spencer, Dexter. Anyway, Burford did a decent job against him on several different occasions. Not the whole game, but the most of the game. He kept him under control. I know he has an injury to his groin, but man, Spencer will monitor this week to see how he responds. He still has a chance to go, according to Coach Shanahan. Darrell Luter Jr. hamstring. He just got back from that situation for the last few weeks. He'll likely miss this week. Finally, about the guys who missed the game, Ray McCloud is still continuing to be day-to-day. When he comes back, I think I'd like to have him back now. I like Ronnie. I don't want him back as my return man just yet. He needs a little more time in the game and at this level. Yeah. Let's get immediately to the phones to continue where we left off from the start of the victory celebration, flowing right into today. Fam, let me just get a couple of things on the Brock factor. And not just any quarterback, but Brock Purdy leading that offense. There's things that he does that go. He'll never get a lot of attention for some of the things he does do that other quarterbacks really can't do. Those timing shots and the ability to recognize the right play to make it all times. Purdy does that pretty much better than anybody we've ever had out there. And you know how much I love Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo was razor sharp many a time, but Brock Purdy is razor sharp all the friggin' time. Okay, he had that 3-game stretch. But you know what? People are saying to me, well, he didn't have a couple of players and he wasn't able to. Listen, guys, I'm so sick. This kid just got into the league, okay? So when you take components of what he's using to be a success out suddenly in about, his 13th or 14th week, yeah, okay. You don't want to excuse him? I do. Next year, this time, it may not make a difference. Well, I'm giving the benefit of a doubt. Brock Purdy is a bad mofo. The exposure, fam, the Eagles, they don't have the capability to stop the 49ers. That's just all there is to it. The 49ers arsenal now has gotten too big. Maybe last year they may have done a better job. I don't necessarily think so. They have pretty much the same guys in place now. They weren't as seasoned as they are working together last year as they are now. But you can't put Debo on the field and George and McCaffrey and Jennings. You can't put them all on the field and expect any defense in the NFL to shut that operation down. It's just not going to happen. Now, I had thoughts about that before the season started. I said, you know what, guys? Have you looked at this offensive arsenal? Is there a team in the NFL defensively can stop that? I had that thought before the preseason started. I just kept mentioning the name of Kittle, Debo, McCaffrey, Jennings. You're the best fullback in the game. Is there really a defense out there that can stop? I didn't even mention Ayuk, did I? Ayuk is tearing ass. There is no team in the NFL that has a defense that can shut that down. Now, they may have a bad day. But as far as the defense is going out there, yeah, we shut that operation down. It's not going to happen. Now, you don't have to entertain any thoughts in a Super Bowl. And I normally don't because I figure it's a bad luck thing too. But this year, there's just no team out there that can do it. There really isn't. The secondary is looking good. That's enlightening. And you're watching Ambry Thomas mature into a really solid corner. Javarius has gone to the next level as well. So Coach Wilkes, for as bad as we talked about him earlier, they didn't look like this last year. I'm going to give Wilkes some credit on this. He has polished up their technique. They are looking razor sharp. Charles, I know what you're thinking, man, but you know what? Demo, since we put him in the slot, did you notice how production for other teams has slowed way down? Because people were coming out of that slot and they were doing anything they wanted to do. Oliver just couldn't do it. Demo is. And that's that running back yesterday, how he's feeling today. He came through running through Demo territory, and he probably thought it was an earthquake or somebody shot him. Bam! Swift. Made into mincemeat suddenly. Jair Brown's got some things to do, but you know what? Jair Brown, like I said, he's got talent. Let him develop. Fortunately, we got enough talent around him that even some of his mistakes won't be monumental. I figured between now and the end of the season, he's going to get even better. He just needs to get out there and run with that speed. Because coming out of Penn State, of course, it's a different speed. College ball is just different, right? So let him get used to the speed for a minute. He might be another demo. Give me another week. Give me another week. Give me another week. I'm ready. And the 49ers are not just the best team in the NFC, but they may clearly be, as I say, the best in the NFL. Kudos to Debo for talking that talk and walking the walk. You always worry about your players talking too loud, too much. Ask the Eagles how they feel about Reddick talking as much as he was talking about the boo-hoos. He didn't do anything but fire the 49ers up. Man, give me. Let us let you. Anything you want to extend upon from yesterday, go right ahead, fam. I had to make it really short yesterday. I'll give you a couple extra minutes today. But the time is right. Playoffs are coming soon. You already heard about the excuses they're giving the Eagles. The Eagles have played too many games within the last certain amount of days. I don't want to hear it. Aaron. Come on in. Aaron. All right, we'll come back to Aaron. Hey, Serge.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? Can you get me on the next one? I'm doing something right now.
Well, I'm sorry. Say again.
Can you get me on the next one? I'm doing something
Okay.
right now.
No problem. Okay.
Right.
And it's time for Chill, Phil. Come on in, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Phil.
Well, it was a good one.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's a beatdown I did not see
enjoyed the
coming, but I'm
girls.
certainly delighted. Good Lord.
Oh, boy. You know, I should have known we were going to blow them out
God.
because, 2 years ago, the NFC East was the worst conference in football.
Yep. Yeah, 2 years.
The team that I think Washington made the playoffs and they were 8-8.
Yeah.
And then the next year, last year, they played the AFC South and the NFC North, which were the weakest two divisions in all of football. And so they ate up on that, so they had a better record.
And people
Now they're
confuse
playing-
Dak Prescott for being a good quarterback. Exactly.
Well, I mean, and then they got New York and Washington in their division, which is both a 4-win team right now. So, and the Cardinals have 4 wins. So, I just think that they're overrated teams, and the Niners exposed it.
Viciously.
But yeah, I can't see anybody beating us right now, both offensive and defensive.
Okay, how do you do? What can you do? Man.
So, I mean, KC certainly doesn't look like a world beater.
No, and I feel sorry for him. And I know it's silly, but I do feel sorry for Patrick. He has no receivers. None.
That's his own fault.
Too much money.
It's his fault. He's making $50 million a year, and that's what happens. You can't pay Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes at the same time.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Not again.
So, he's making the money. That's what happens. And old Nick Wright, he just doubles down on stupid.
Oh, that's why I had to post him up. I said, Nick, give it
At
up.
least
Shady gave it up.
Shady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shady.
Shady said I was wrong.
Yeah. And even
He
dubbed
ate
the
the
49ers
crow.
the best team in football.
Yeah. But Nick Wright, he just doubles down on stupidity, saying, oh, well, if Brock Purdy didn't have Debo running all those yak yards, he wouldn't have had the data. Well, did he ever say that when Tyreek Hill was on the Chiefs and running away from people
Yeah.
and getting extra yards through his speed?
Yeah.
Made Mahomes look good, and look at him now. He's
what
throwing
happens.
picks.
I've been saying that for
Yeah.
years. If a quarterback doesn't have any weapons, he's going to get beat. Well, some quarterbacks go out there and carry a team. Without weapons? Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Which one doesn't have weapons?
That's such BS. I get so tired of that. Anything
Even,
just-
even Steve and Joe had Jerry and
T.O. Yeah, I mean, they always.
T.O.
Your best quarterbacks have weapons. Stop making Brock the only guy in NFL history that has weapons. That's bull. That is such bull.
I know.
God.
It's just stupid. But, let them keep talking. They'll talk while we're holding the Lombardi. That's, there's guys that admit they were wrong. There's guys that double down on stupidity. And then there's guys that are just cowards and don't show up after they're proven wrong.
Oh no, yeah,
So,
and you can't. They can't go back on it because they lose face. But that's why I give him Shady props. He went in and admitted, they're a better team.
Yeah, I was surprised actually.
Yeah, I was
anyway,
shocked.
Ronbo. The only team I'm worried about now is the Ravens on Christmas Day.
Oh, they've
But
got
it's
the
here,
same
so-
stats as us. They're looking just as good. But I don't think they have anybody who can stop
Lamar
the
is
49ers
just a different
offense
beast.
either. He is.
He's not a great thrower, but he can break one any time with his running ability.
Yeah,
So.
you're right. His passing ability doesn't scare me nearly as much as him running. Wow, God, it's the best running back in the game, and he's a quarterback.
Although
That's
the
frightening.
are tight end for the season, and he's pretty good.
Yeah.
And but I'm not afraid of him. But it is the toughest game we've got left.
It is. I said I wasn't afraid of Philly. I said I was afraid of Philly, and that was a mistake. So maybe I'll be wrong again this time.
Well, it's going to be nice this Sunday. I'm going to watch the Hawks lose again. To us.
12-point dogs. Well, that's the biggest gap all year. Right? We had 12 points. It's like a
Well, I've never
college
seen a
game.
12-point gap between us and the Seahawks. That's for sure.
Wow. Well,
That's
you beat
like
the
a
Eagles by
record.
12. You might as well be able to beat these
And
guys
then
by 12 too.
we get to finish that game and then watch the Cowboys beat Philly, and then we're number one.
Here's the thing. And GB Fool, this addresses your little comment too. The 49ers already ruined things going to 10-3. If the Cowboys beat the Eagles, which is likely, I think, we get
I think
home
Cowboys
field-
are favored. I think.
Yeah, hey, we get home field advantage. So later for that 3-game
That's right.
loss, that ain't gonna matter.
And that's a week. That's a week of rest,
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah.
And you see us when we get rested.
Oh,
When
really
we're
scary.
rested and healthy, nobody can beat us.
I don't think so. I really don't. That's just too much offense. We gotta go, Phil.
And you give Kyle an extra week to slice and dice.
And come up with stuff. Brock even said they came up with a scheme right in the huddle themselves. They're learning. This is what I've always been waiting for, that they don't need Kyle to hold their hand all the time. Wow. Phil,
Yeah.
we're going to go. Hey,
All right, Ronbo.
I'll see you Friday.
Okay.
All right, Phil.
We'll talk to you then. All right, man.
Night, Phil.
Bye.
Then again, it depends on what happens on Wednesday. I might be back. Wednesday. Aaron! Aaron, is the game still on? Is that game over? I'm sorry. Aaron? All right, let's just check back on Serge. Hey, Serge! Surge. That game may be on, huh? What's that? Jack. Come on in, Jack. Jack.
Oh,
There he is.
yes, sir. Oh, man, what a hangover, huh? What a great day to be alive, huh?
Celebrating, huh?
I've been awake literally 24 hours, man. I can't sleep. I got my ginseng, man. I'm feeling great. At 24 hours, guys, I'm so tired. So excuse me for not sounding enthusiastic, but I'm fucking stoked. Like the first time I saw Jay Stokes, man, I'm feeling great, man. What a goddamn game, man. We really needed that victory, Ronbo. And, there's like I tried to point out yesterday, Brandon Ayuk, even Christian McCaffrey, the O-line, Jawan Jennings, third and Jawan, George Kittle, they all had great plays, which were overshadowed by Debo's dominant performance. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
like, you know, over 90, did you know over 90% of Brandon Ayuk's catches are either for on third downs, become first downs, or a touchdown?
Not surprised at all. I haven't read that stat, but it's easy to believe. He usually catches the ball. If he's not right at the marker, he's a little beyond it.
So,
And yeah,
I mean,
his routes, he knows how to run them to get in position to make plays. The guy is just growing. And people think we're going to get rid of Ayuk just to keep Bebo, or vice versa. Both of them are staying on this team. There's no way they let both those guys go. Not either one.
And you know, I mean, just the way we punished them, Ronbo, the way we punished them. Jalen Hurts is hurt. I mean, there were so many players on their team. Even the wide receiver Brown got hurt. You know, we were hurting them, man. We were punishing them.
Oh, yeah.
Even their damn security guard. You know, he didn't want no smoke, man. Tell you the truth. Ain't nobody want no smoke. But where is Brandon Ayuk born, folks? He's born in Central Valley, California. He's born in Rockland, California, man. And the thing is, a lot of people don't get this, especially scouts, Ronbo, is that the Bay Area housing prices, you know, are so high that people are moving to the Central Valley. Shit, they might as well call it the Bay Valley now.
Or
I
Arizona.
mean, you got dudes all over the place that are popping up like superstars out here. Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, Central Valley, you know, Tom Brady, Northern Cali, but the Central Valley specifically, even the 209, you got dudes like Colin Kaepernick from Turlock, California, 209, Brandon Cook, Stockton, 209. You got Deron Bland, who just made history from Modesto, California, 209. Bernard Berrien, the former wide receiver from Fresno State that played for the Bears and the Vikings, 209. So what I'm saying is that everybody's moving down over here. So I want, you know, we got to find that new scout, because when Ambry Thomas, there was one play by the end zone, which I thought he could have had a pick six. Do you remember that play I'm talking about last night?
He stepped right in front of the receiver and made that play. Amber, you could have grabbed
He had
that.
a chance.
I felt the same way. Yeah. And they weren't going to catch him. Ambry Thomas runs a 4.3. People don't know about. A lot of people don't know about that.
And so we, you know what I'm saying? This is why we need somebody like a Deron Bland to take it to the house, because that was a pick six, man. There's a couple of them like Chavarius Ward last week, I think, against the Hawks, which he could have taken a pick six, or you know, had like two interceptions back to back. Okay. But you know, but the scouts need to realize that right now this is the place where superstars are coming to 209 and the Central Valley, baby. Stand up Northern California. Because, baby, I'm telling you, baby, I'm so psyched, bro. I'm putting Deron Bland's dad, I'm hooking him up with you, Ronbo, to hopefully do a show with you, Dwight, and hopefully even get Deron Bland on your show. That's my little brother's partner. So listen, guys, get ready, man. I'm so excited, but we need to go for those pick sixes. We need to get those and not forget about, you know, the other players on our team, man, including the O-line. God damn, the O-line did a great job, man.
I was going to say,
man,
good yesterday.
I'm lost for words, man. It's just I feel elated. I feel elated, and we really needed this, man. So shout out to my 209 homies, Stan the Man, Nicer Fan, Josh One, Storman, Norman from Stockton, California. 209, stand up, baby. It's our time. It's our season. Lego, baby. Bay Area. They might as well call it the Bay Valley now, baby, because we're mixing. And Northern California, man. Keep doing it, baby. Because
I love that weather.
The greatest players like Tom Brady's are from, or Joe Montana plays at.
All right, Jack.
And talk about facts before I go, guys. You know what I'm saying? Because we have so many stats coming up in the next thing. Is that, you know, and you can go down to all the way to Nick Bosa's less than 5% body fat, to Ronbo's head to eyebrow to toe, less than 5% hair on the goddamn whole thing. What's going on with you, man? We got stats all day, every day. 209, stand up, baby. Let's go. Niners, baby. Niners, baby. We're going to go undefeated the whole way, baby. We're going to the bowl this year. Ronbo, get ready for the chip, baby.
I'm ready. Jack, get some rest, and we'll see you. We'll see you maybe back Wednesday, but listen, for sure Friday. All right? He passed out. Rev!
And God bless your mama, Ronbo, for having you. You are one hell of a goddamn entertainer.
Thanks, Phil. Back at you, Rev. I mean, Jack. We'll see you. We'll see you in a couple of days. I'm not sure which one. All right, Jack. Get some rest.
Hey, Ronbo, what's up? Oh, my bad.
Who's that?
Brock
This is
Purdy,
Serge. I was
MVP.
saying hi.
Brock Purdy, MVP.
Jack's drunk. But okay, I'm not sure who we got.
Damn, did I just get cut off?
Well, it says Rev, but it doesn't sound like Rev.
I'm right here.
Rev, that is you. Rev, you sound a little different than usual. You must have been partying too.
Oh yeah. It's,
Come on in, Rev.
Oh, hey, let me jump into it.
All right.
Let me give a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Ronbo, for giving us this platform to speak our hearts and our minds about our beloved 49ers.
This is my
Let me give another shout out to my 49ers family worldwide, repping that beautiful red and gold 24/7, 365. Well, got that out of the way. So, you Philadelphia crybabies, where's all that noise you were popping now?
Hassan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All up in this chat, just popping your mouth off. Now, I will say, first quarter scared the living hell out of all of us.
Yep. Some people
All
say
of us. I don't care where you was at watching the game. You were sitting there worrying. I was too. But to know that the turnaround, the switch that clicked on, and I sat here and I said, okay, Purdy, just calm down, bro. Let the game come to you. And once he did that, it was over with. Listen, we just annihilated, not beat, we annihilated.
It really was, wasn't it?
The Philadelphia Eagles. Okay? Annihilated. So are we supposed to be scared of anybody else?
There
No.
really is nobody else. That's it.
I mean, we're going to have challenges. There's going to be, season's not over with yet,
The
but we
Ravens.
made a statement for sure.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm expecting the Ravens to be a tough matchup, but I think we can pull it out. Defensively, I'm being that I'm a secondary coach. I'm gonna give my shout out to my secondary. Sticky. That's what I tell my boys. Please sticky. And that's what they did. Like Ward, obviously, this was Ward's best game thus far.
Last
And
week
for
was
him,
good too, but
for
this
him to
week-
be
again, you're right.
for him to be on AJ the way that he was, yeah, man,
That's
that was good. And they both fought for the ball, and that's what I like. I don't like the one-sided calls. They both were fighting for position. They both were trying to get the ball, and the refs let it play out. Ward just had a slight edge on him, and
Yeah.
got that victory on him. Brock Purdy, I don't know what else to say, man. Like the kid came in and did his thing, yo.
Hey, he did.
He came in and did his thing. Like I can't knock the kid for what he did. The Eagles, I mean, we know what they did. Like Devo said, trash. I've been seeing Philadelphia Eagle fans all day. Everyone I look at, I had one pull up next to me at a stoplight.
Oh,
I rolled my window down, was like, trash. You see the license plate, trash. So, you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about all these Eagle fans that just they're worse than Cowboy fans. And my homeboy was at the game,
Close.
and he even said it was
Cowboy fans, man.
yeah, he even said they were so mad that fights were going off nonstop. All right, you butt hurt. I get it. Get over it. Take your L. Take your L.
Because
We didn't.
going to jail does
we
not
dropped
help
the 40
situation. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So You know, like the words of the great Bill Walsh. It's not about the name on the back of your jersey. What else do I need to say?
Hey, that says it all.
We won as a team. As a team. That's all I care about. As a team. And that's exactly what we did. So with that being said, y'all know how the Rev is going to end it. Guess what, Philadelphia? In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
Yes.
Woo! Let's go. My family, wear that beautiful red and gold.
Yes.
Wrap it up. We got the much needed win. We got our redemption back. Season ain't over with yet. We still got work to do, but guess what? Wrap it up. Let's go. Ronbo, we appreciate it. We thank you. We love you, my brother. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cool.
Thanks,
Let's
man.
go, man. Let's red and gold all day. Bang, bang.
Thanks, fam. Appreciate you, Rev, as always. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So maybe it may be Wednesday or Friday for sure. All right, fam. You know, Eric Armstead is going to become a subject, isn't it? Kalia Davis did come in and do a pretty good job. I don't know what they're going to do about that because that's going to be a hard replacement. Hey, yo, Serge. Surge. You know, I'm really this game coming up. The 49ers got to go ahead and take that game seriously, though. Don't slip up with the Hawks, though. Hey, David.
Hey, Ronbo.
David, I hope you got my email connecting you and
I
Jack.
did indeed.
All right, great. Jack's
All good.
so tired and drunk that he didn't even realize I meant to ask him, but I could see he was out of it. He'll get contact with you if you haven't already. But
Absolutely.
go ahead, David.
But yeah, no, so if the Niners are coming to London, are you coming to London as well?
I'm going to try to get in the plane. I'll get in the luggage system, and they won't know I'm in there. And I'll give you a ring as soon as I get there.
Absolutely.
I would love to go to the UK to watch a 49ers game. You and Jack at the same time. Hey, we'd be worse than the Eagles fans waiting for someone. But the UK people have a little more polite than they are in America. I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be anybody yelling obscenities at each other.
You'd be surprised.
I bet I would.
We're a bit crazy over here.
Dave, hey, any more things you want to add? Because yesterday you had to keep it short. But Dave, some of the other insights that you may have had on that game, and what do you think about going forward? What are you looking for?
It was just a great game all over. I can't fault no one. The only thing I'm missing this season is why ain't Juszczyk playing? Is there something going on?
Juice played. You know, he made a lot of key blocks. Did you see that one run? I think it was CMC with the ultimate duo. You had Juice, and he was flanking George Kittle as they were moving to the left. I said, "Wow, look at that! Now that is going to be a road grading crew." And CMC did very well behind that.
I know it's class.
Ultimate block.
Even with that Debo touchdown with Kittle going, you're that crap. I'll take on two of your players and I'll still block you.
David, do you know the percentages? They actually have that kind
Hello,
of
hello?
of him going to make that run. It was less than 5%. Debo wasn't supposed to get a touchdown out of that. He is amazing.
He was.
Hello?
When some people go, do you know what? I am so pissed
Serge,
off.
Dave, hold on. Serge, you got to hold on now. We called you. We couldn't find you. We'll get you next.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Okay, yeah, I apologize.
No
Okay,
problem. Hold on. Okay. Go ahead, Dave.
That was 10 months of pure frustration taken out.
Of
And he
Debo?
delivered
from
on
last year, you mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Debo was serious. He was back to the old, just give me the damn football.
I know. That was great.
I want them. And it was just lovely. Everyone was faultless. Juwan Jennings is just.
Oh. I mean,
he's getting so much better every week, isn't he?
And I'm worried about losing him next year, though. I mean, this is a Grizzly.
Now, he needs to be
physical,
paid as well as BA.
Yeah.
They both need to be played. That we cannot lose that.
I know, right?
We can't lose that core.
Because Ronnie's going to be good, but Jawan Jennings, right now, he is not. And the 49ers got, there's a,
Oh, he's
David-
Mr. Reliable, isn't he?
oh, yeah. If they win the chip this year, they'd still have the potential to do it next year, depending upon how hungry
Yeah.
they still are. Easily. You got a more groomed and Brock Purdy to go. And I keep telling people, guys, how about wait till next year? I
calm
want to
and
give him some
collected.
seasoning. Yeah.
He's just cool, calm, and collected, and I love it.
That's the main thing with him. He doesn't get rattled. You can see it in his face.
No, he's just cool. He's cool. He's cooler than a coma. It's unbelievable.
I mean, he steps up in the pocket. He's not running. He doesn't leak out to his right as much as he did. Now he's stepping up in the pocket, giving himself a better vantage point. He's making decisions. Oh my God! People don't give me any love for that. So you guys, if you think anybody can do that, you try it and watch how hard you hit the deck every play. It's not easy.
I know.
He makes it look easy, but believe me, it is not. They just don't get it.
Oh, absolutely. And even on those rare occasions that the receivers don't get open, he just runs.
Yeah.
If he can escape, he'll run.
He's
And
quick.
he's got sneaky speed as well.
Oh, he's quick. For the first 10 yards or 5 to 10 feet, he's got the quickest. He's got the second quickest burst next to Lamar Jackson. Now you know how fast he is,
Oh,
and Brock can
yeah.
keep up with him for the first. Wow, that's quick. I'd like to see that up close and personal. I don't want to play against him, but I'd like to see what it looks like.
Oh, me neither. me neither. Whoever we have, they need to know this one thing. You're going to be scared of us.
Gotta be.
We don't fear no one.
Teams got a circle of 49ers on their calendar.
To be honest, I think it's ours to lose. And
It is.
the only enemy that we have is ourselves.
Exactly.
But if we play to the standard that we've been playing, no one's touching us.
Man for man, there's no team that can stand up to that kind of might. There just isn't. And that's not me talking to a 49er fan. That's true. That's just too much firepower. Dave, oh no, the clock ran out. David, I'll see you. I may see you Wednesday, but for sure see you Friday.
Defo, have
All
a
right.
great one, Ronbo. Take
You
care.
too, David.
Shout out to everyone. Have fun. Enjoy the week and catch you Friday.
Looking forward to it. I did.
Yeah.
Yes, David. Hey, Serge, come on in now. Huh? Oh. Mr. Block, shout out to Jennings. Woo! The full team looks great. Yes. It's really true.
Oh, man, I apologize, David.
No, it's okay. He's okay. Maybe you can hear him.
I was driving, and then I put my earbuds in, and I accidentally muted it. Those calls that you were calling my name, I was like, hello, 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 hello.
No problem. We got you. Serge, we're seeing something develop in front of us that I don't think we can fully comprehend yet. A lot of people haven't, and a lot of people have. It won't come into full fruition for another few weeks, but you know what? The 49ers are. And you know how I usually worry about us losing to teams? Now, I got that feeling like I used to look at the Patriots and other teams like that. I say, yeah, go ahead, bring your best. You're going to lose. I feel that way about other teams now. I didn't think I'd ever feel that way. But go ahead, what are you thinking?
Ronbo, we literally stamped our logo on the NFL's logo because every team now is looking at us like they don't want to play against us in the playoffs. And I guarantee that Cowboys are going to just lose this game so that they don't go to our house.
Oh.
They're so afraid that they're going to be like, no, if we win, Niners are going to be getting the home field advantage, and that's going to be scary for everybody to go to our house.
And we don't have to play as many games, and we get to rest.
Yeah.
Only 2 games.
Oh, my God. And with the rest? Oh, my God.
Oh!
Cowboys are going to just throw that game away. They're like, ain't going to happen.
Well, you know what? They're as pissed off with the Eagles as can be. They think they should Should have beat them last time. The only way they're going to give themselves a chance to get the home field event or get the number one seed is they absolutely have to win. And they came close to winning last time. The Eagles might be a little tired. You know how teams are. When they get through playing us, they've got to heal up, you know?
Swift is probably tired, but they're all beat up.
Oh, yeah. What's that running back's name, Swift?
Yeah, but what did Michael Parsons say what happened last year when they played us? He was sore. So these players are so beat up after playing us, and that's what happened, man. We hit hard, and when I rewatched the Eagles game last night, I could guarantee you that it was not a concussion. I think Jalen is still hurting in the knees because how many times the whole entire game, you saw him holding the ball for how long?
He always, that's the way he plays.
He didn't run. I guarantee you he's still hurt. That's why he didn't run, because, man, he was holding on to that ball like it was his child.
That's his problem.
For them to go back there and say it's a concussion, I think they were just covering it up and not letting us know that he's still hurt in the knees, because this guy did not run the whole freaking game, and he was holding on to that ball, waiting to throw it at somebody. And what quarterback do you know does that?
But remember, we only rushed 4, and that was by design. So when he does break out, we got somebody waiting on him. And that had him a little confused, too. And like Nick was saying, what we did was just provide him enough rage and viciousness coming up the middle that he had to keep his eyes on us. When he done that.
Yeah, but even third and short, he didn't run. I'm like, what's going on? And I don't think
his knee probably is sore. It was sore from last week, though.
Yeah.
So you're right. He was taking care of it, for sure.
Yeah. And there's one thing I want to say is they gave us a name, the Whiners, for some reason, but we need to start giving names out to these Cowboys fans and these Eagle fans, especially the Eagles fans, because but they've been talking so much smack all season that they're the best and this and this and that, but when it comes to this game, they freaking were crying, and then they didn't say nothing, and not only that, they abandoned their team. So to me, they're the pretenders, because they ain't real fans. They abandoned their team.
I mean, halfway home, all of them, halfway home, midway through the fourth quarter.
we sent them home in their home. It's like we've just broke into their house, kicked them out, and lived for free.
I thought the Eagles fans were supposed to be loyal. They were supposed to be the East Coast version of the United Faithful.
So
they booked. They left. Booed before they left, too.
Man. They're so fake, because they ran. They ran, man. And, man, but Brock Purdy's number 1 to win MVP. Let's put that out there. He is number 1.
You were getting all kind of arguments. All kind of people want to argue about that. I mean, go to social media. You want to fight and argue? Say something about Brock Purdy being an MVP candidate. I'm done because it makes me. I get pissed off.
That's going to be beautiful, because he was the last pick and now he's number 1. So he went from the last to the first. And
so I got my hat on like this. This is the Brock Purdy hat wearing because it pisses Cowherd off.
Oh, that's what I did during the game. I had my hat forward in the first quarter. And I'm like, no, screw this. So I put my hat backwards, and the whole game changed. I was like, oh, okay. I just kept my hat backwards the whole game.
Serge, we gotta raise up. Hey, let me. I'm thinking. I'm getting too excited. Just know it. Maybe Wednesday, but for sure Friday, I'm gonna see you.
Oh my God, I'm gonna celebrate all week, Ronbo, because
it's a celebration week.
Man, this was the best freaking game. This was better than losing last year.
I know, right?
Oh my God. But nobody wants to face us in the playoffs. Believe that, and we're gonna take it off.
I think so. I really do.
Baltimore's number 1 in AFC right now too.
I know, right?
Baltimore's number 1 in AFC.
A rematch. Oh, we gotta go, fam.
Let's bring it.
Let me see you in a couple of days.
Good night, guys. Let's go. Keep celebrating.
We can imagine Baltimore, San Francisco, the rematch from 2014. Ooh, Aaron!
Ronbo.
Aaron, we're now that we've settled down and relaxed. Although you can't relax too much when you win against the Eagles like we did. I mean, if we just would have squeaked that game out, it's one thing. But we just mopped the floor with them. I didn't see that coming. But Aaron, what are some of the things that you spotlighted to be part of the formula that embarrassed the entire state of Pennsylvania? Man.
Well, the impressive thing I was impressed was our D line was getting pressure. Especially Kinlaw had 2 sacks, and I think
Javon.
he was balling out yesterday.
He was.
And I think who's playing 93 on our D line? Is
that Khalil Davis?
Khalil Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he had a sack too.
Khalil's gonna have to play for Armstead this weekend. I think Eric's hurt. Knee and foot.
I mean, he might as well rest up.
Yeah, rest for a couple of weeks, Eric. Yeah, who do we have after we have the Hawks? If we have the Cardinals, Eric can stay out for 2 weeks. Oh, hell no. Yeah, Eric doesn't need to play for a couple of weeks. And hopefully that knee gets in the foot or whatever's going on can heal up.
But and let's also shout out to our secondary, especially Ambry, Lenore, and Shafarius.
Yes.
Man, they were
better and better. Thank you, Coach Wilkes. That's no coincidence. We've been hating on Coach Wilkes before because we thought the defense was lacking because of him. But why is our secondary looking better and better and better every week? It's Coach Wilkes. Give him the props.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know what he did with Amory Thomas, but he's like just getting better every week.
I want to get it. I can't wait to see him get a pick. We'll see Ambry Thomas's speed. Ambry Thomas can run.
Oh yeah, he got the size
and speed.
I mean,
he is fast. I'd love to see him bust down the field. Then you'd see that dude can run. Okay, we'll see. Maybe Gino's out there. Maybe Gino will give him a chance. Vietnam. We got a Hawks fan in it. If he starts Vietnam something. Vietnam. I told you we don't need our full force next week. He told me yesterday, you better bring your A game. I'm sorry. Eric, go ahead.
Yeah. But on the offensive side, I mean, Debo just took their souls.
Didn't he?
Like he
looked like the Grim Reaper out there. Just
like he was just coming for blood. Yeah, and okay, so and also to Nick Wright, Joy Taylor, and especially Colin Cowherd. Y'all better put some respect on Brock Purdy.
It's not gonna happen. LaShawn McCoy did. I'm surprised.
Oh,
but
really?
Joy Taylor's still coming up with her reasoning, as she will eloquently do each and every time. I don't think this game determines. I don't know any. I don't know about being exposed. And Joy, look at you. Stop. But Nick, he can't stand it. He does not want you to use. He said this guy did great. He said Debo did great. This guy did, and the quarterback did a good job. The quarterback, Nick, you can't even call him by his name. I'm done with him. Nick's an idiot. He just won't admit.
Yeah, he just doesn't watch Niners football.
Well, not only that, he just can't go back on it. He's been proven wrong, and he can't stand it.
But
he needs to learn to stand.
Yeah,
it's not going to get better.
And I mean, our offensive line did well yesterday.
Hey, you know what? It's about a matter of time. Those guys are still. We got young guys on there. Watch them grow. Aaron, we're gonna have to go though. Let me. I'll see you either Wednesday or Friday. All right. Appreciate you, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
All right.
No problem.
All right. Looking forward to it, Aaron. All right, fam. And we hustle over to see what Evan's thinking today after sleeping with a smile on your face. Evan.
What's up, Ronbo?
Evan, we're up, man. And this time there's no excuse for not getting to the game. The big one. The biggest stage in sports.
Well, we still got, we got our work cut out for us, so
We
still
do.
got to.
But it's not like we're going to come in without the right tools.
No, that's true. As long as we stay healthy and
Yeah, and then
we take one game at a time, not overlooking teams. Because as much as I hate to say it,
the birds.
the Rams are still in line to give us a run for our money in the division. Yeah, because they're 4-0. Or I'm sorry, 4-1. So if they split with us and we drop one, then they can win the division.
4 or 5? No, mathematically, can they still win the division? They're 5 games behind. Did you say how many? What are the Rams?
They're 4-1 in the division. They've already played the Cardinals twice and the Seahawks twice, and they've beaten them all 4 times.
Yeah. What's their overall record?
They're 500, 6-6.
6-6. We've won 10. I would lay odds on them closing a 4-game gap on the 49ers between the now and the end of the season. I would, in fact, bet the farm that doesn't happen, but it's an indicator that you should not be too
You never know, Ron, but they probably counted us out that year we came back and,
Yeah, well.
gave them a run at the end of
right.
the year.
We were 3. How many? Were we 5 games behind them, though? Maybe.
We were 3-5, Rombo.
And
when we got hot that year.
That's 8 weeks into the season. And what was their record? They had lost 1 or 2?
Yeah, I don't really remember.
Yeah. Halfway through the season is one thing, but we're in the last quarter. If they do it, I'll give them props forever. I mean, I'll even tell Rudy he's right. And, boy, that would really piss me off. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, I guess
see.
my point is just to not sleep on the Seahawks and Cardinals, 'cause
No, they don't think like that anyway. They always
but anyways, as far as what I can't remember his name, other guy from the UK, the guy with a lot of energy.
Oh, Jack.
I'm talking about
Jack.
turnovers and all that. We lead the NFL in defensive turnovers. So
Are we now leading?
And our offense is competent enough to score points, so we don't really need pick sixes. So
That's true, isn't it? 6 times we took it to the house yesterday. No field goals. 6 times.
Yeah.
Now that shows you that offense is maturing into their full potential. There is no way to stop that offense if they're clicking on all cylinders.
And we gave the NFL the formula to beat the Eagles. You just got to keep them at a 3rd and short. As long as you do that, they can't do their tush push. That's the only time they scored is when they had that play. They don't have their play at their disposal.
Yeah.
They're just an average team.
In the middle, Evan.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys will be smart enough to work the middle on them. The Cowboys have to win that game. If that happens and we stay the same the rest of the season, we get to stay home for the entire series.
They're not going to win, Ron, it's a bad matchup for the Cowboys.
It's asking too much, isn't it?
Yeah, I hate to burst your guys' bubbles, but there's no way.
Don't do it, Evan, please. I can believe. I know it. Back in my heart of hearts, I know they can't beat the Eagles, but you know what? They should. They barely lost to them in Philly.
Yeah, and we exposed their linebackers so bad yesterday. They signed Shaq Leonard today.
I know.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah. I thought they did that before this game, actually. Yeah, I guess he was running around. They were talking about it.
He visited their facility, but he hadn't officially signed.
Well, that's right. And they were a little pissed off that he came over and left.
Well, he had a choice between the Eagles and Cowboys. I guess he had a choice where to sign.
He's picking out which team he thinks got a chance.
Yeah.
Shaq, good, Shaq. Now we don't have to say how we picked on him.
All right. But, yeah, I mean, just want to touch on one last thing on the MVP talk. It's still early. You know, there's still a lot of football left to be played. But
sure there is.
Do you know who the last 49ers MVP quarterback was, Ronbo?
It wasn't Jeff, so it had to be Steve.
Yeah, and do you know what year that was?
That had to be the 94 season. Was it 93 season? 94.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was 94, the year we won the Super Bowl. So.
Yeah. So. And again, Brock Purdy, even if people don't like him for whatever reason, you've got to put him into that conversation. He's achieved too much. I don't care about the weapons he has. You've got to know how to. A guy is only as good as his tools, yes, but he's got to know how to work his tools. Yeah.
But that's just a lazy take, because you take away tools from any of these quarterbacks, and what do they turn into?
Nothing.
Patrick
Mahomes is
you saw Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Yeah. You double Kelsey up, and he turns to mush. He has nothing.
And his receivers won't catch the ball. So, anyway, I'll see you Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to, otherwise I'll definitely see you Friday. Always appreciate you, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to you, production, Tony down under, Ellis, and all you guys out there.
Thanks, man. Night.
Have a good night.
Hey, Brian. Oh.
49ers red and gold. Rocking with those Niners till I'm dead and cold. Screaming the Niners name all the way from the Mid-South, because the law says know your role and shut your damn mouth. What it is, Ronbo?
Brian, there was so many things to
bang,
appreciate.
Niner gang, baby.
Absolutely. There were so many things to appreciate about that game. Brian, celebration, victory Monday. Put some more exclamation points on that game. What are you thinking?
Man, first of all, I want to shout out to Kyle Shanahan for finally giving George Mason giving him some garbage time.
At least
he looked explosive. I mean, he looked explosive then.
First down
I
immediately.
said, look at that.
Yeah.
Immediately. That's a good word. Immediately. Yeah. Shout out to that world-renowned defense. I mean, they are lights out. Lights out. And I would tell you, Ronbo, I'm gonna piggyback on the other caller. I was worried. I wasn't scared, but I was worried.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But they drove their first two drives lined up in field goal. So I said, okay, you know what? That's a sign. That's a sign. But boy, when Kyle Shanahan, when they hit that gear, they couldn't take their foot off the gas. I said, Lord.
That was crazy.
And Ronbo
just lost his mind out there.
Ronbo, I was like, man, Debo, keep talking. I'm like, well, I think somebody said it on yesterday. I didn't call yesterday because I knew it was going to be short. I decided to wait till the night, but I think I heard somebody say they did. I guess they did a Debo invitation. They like, what you got on my end zone, homie? What you got on my end zone, homie? But Ronbo, but that's just But I want everybody to have that same energy when y'all having that discussion on who y'all think is the MVP. Don't leave Brock Purdy out. I don't want to hear nothing about him. I don't want to hear nothing about him being a system quarterback. They all system quarterbacks.
Exactly, Brian.
Joe Montana. They all have system quarterbacks.
Brian, pick out.
I don't want to hear it.
Pick out who you think who's going to be in the conversation. Brock Purdy and who else? Because it won't be NFC. Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott. He's going to be in the conversation whether we like it or not. Who else in NFC?
That's the main.
And since it's quarterback driven
right now, them the main. Yeah, them the main three right now. But you gotta. But you got also in that conversation, you might have to throw CMC in there.
Well, yeah,
he's the best. He's probably the best all-around back we had since I'll put him in Roger Craig.
Easily,
since Roger Craig.
But I thought about that. I said, how many MVP candidates are there? And CMC, you're right.
I said, one of them. when he had that, when I saw him run that wheel route, I was like, oh, I thought he was going to score. I mean, I thought he was going to score. But I kept saying, but in the early going, when we were struggling, I was like, Kyle, get back to who we are. Run the ball. Stop being cute. Stop being cute. You got the best back in the league. You know, not running.
Or else put him out there. You know, they're real sorry in their secondary area. And right across the middle of the field, they're as tender. What is famous for having a soft stomach? Is that Gators? They are vicious on the back and everything, but their stomach is soft as Charmin tissue. And they really, it showed. That's why they went outside Shaq Lawson. I mean, not Lawson, but man, go ahead.
And Ronbo, we're not doing a good job. We're not doing pretty bad, being the fact that the O-line was supposed to have been an issue this year. Remember that?
I know.
Remember when we started? It was everything. The O-line was supposed to be an issue.
They were.
It was supposed to be an issue because he didn't draft nobody. He didn't draft nobody in the higher rounds. He didn't, and that was because he said that they didn't have it. They didn't see anything. They just didn't draft. They didn't draft nobody in the O-line.
There was nobody worth drafting that they didn't already have.
Nobody worth drafting. Good. I'm thinking, well, who they got in the? I'm thinking, well, damn, who they got in the stable for them not to draft an offensive lineman?
We don't know how bad the pickings were in the draft this year. Who got drafted this year that you like? Offensive lineman.
Oh, I thought Ohio State had a big old boy.
Is he in the NFL?
Big offensive tackle. You know what? I don't know if he is. He I think he got drafted. Who? I'm trying to think who drafted him. But he was a big boy. He was like 6'9", 350, something like that.
Yeah, you need to be bigger. You need more being big though. You gotta be able to move. You gotta get leverage. You gotta know technique. So
especially in Kyle's system, because his lineman, you gotta be able to pull too. You gotta because you gotta be able to pull tackles and guards. You got even a center, something depending. You gotta be able to pull.
Lunge block. Yeah, you gotta do things. So
I'm like, man. So we gotta continue our bird hunting. So we done had Cry Eagle Soup. And before that we had sea chicken. So I guess we're getting another dose of sea chicken.
Hawk stew. We gotta go to Brian.
Yeah.
Let me see you. Let me see you either Wednesday or Friday. Okay. Good stuff as usual.
All right, Ronbo. Shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful always, and shout out to production. The law is out.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate your fam.
When you gonna do it again? When you gonna do it again?
I'm thinking I'm gonna watch the news and see if there's anything we're jumping on Wednesday. Otherwise, Friday as we talk about the Hawks.
Okay.
All right, fam.
All right, then, Ronbo. Take it easy.
Right. You too, fam. Hey, Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steven, winning, man. 9-3. Wait, 10-3? 10-3, yeah. 10-3, yeah.
I'm smoking that Philly pack right now.
What is that? Say again?
Oh, man, that's that Newport shit now. I'm fucking around. I'm smoking more.
Must be good. Pass. Puff, pass.
Nah, man. It feels good, Ronbo. It feels real good. It feels... Because it's like, if there was any other team who deserved to hand Philadelphia that ass whooping,
yes,
it was the 40. Had to have been the 49ers. Because the Sheriff ain't going to be the Cowboys. I mean, Ronbo.
Oh, I know.
We whooped the shit out of them so hard that they had to go sign Shaq Leonard.
I know.
Like it was a need to know basis that they had to.
What's Shaq Leonard been doing all this time, though? Well, I mean, where has he been?
He's just been chilling.
See?
He's been on ice this entire time.
That's why, if they think Shaq Leonard's going to come in and make a huge difference, that's going to be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think he's going to make that big of a difference. It's not like they signed DeForest Buckner. Now, if they had Defoe, it'd be a different story. Defoe is guaranteed. And that's Shaq Leonard, not really. And that's just, I mean, I haven't heard much from him.
And playing. If Leonard's been laying around, and doing nothing, you don't just normally stay in NFL shape, especially a guy that plays his position. So I want to know how good a shape he's in. We'll see. He must have came in for a physical and showed him something. But I can't wait to see what this looks like.
We have a unsung hero right now, one of our rookies on the defensive side, Kalia Davis.
I know, right?
Who had the highest passer rating during the game.
He looked good, didn't he?
He looked really good. For being a rookie, he looked really goddamn good.
We got a lot of
and then on top of that,
the coaches will not let play. But go ahead.
Who else? Man, I mean,
running back?
Debo walked him.
I know, right? And you see Jordan Mason get in for that little short stint. First time he gave him the ball. First down. I said, Kyle, I honestly, I like what Elijah showed me today, but you really are mistreating Jordan Mason. He deserves a little more burn than he's getting.
Yeah, because he's just kind of keeping him on the back burner. He's not really getting any game reps, and it's kind of hurting his performance. It's hurting his growth as a running back. Now, I mean, the only thing I'm worried about, Ronbo, is that the Niners get ahead of themselves and they drop a game to Seattle and then go play, what was it? Because we beat the Cowboys and we dropped
lost the next 2 games.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
Not at this point in the season. Maybe if it's too early in the season, they might say, woo, got past that. Let's chill out, man. We got the Hawks next week. No, that ain't going to happen now. The 49ers are good at coming down the stretches. They proved that last year. Hey, you know what? According to somebody just mentioned, I see the name, Shaq Leonard got released because he's got back issues.
Ooh, Kwasky T? I see a lot of Kwasky T in that future.
Kwasky? What? Kwasky's been laid off too. Poor Kwasky.
No, I mean is he's very similar to Kwasky. Very injury prone. Unfortunate to say the least. It's his back.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to game reps.
An arm, something. Yeah. Well.
But I will say this, Ron. Everybody deserved a game ball yesterday. Everybody. I mean, we started off real slow in that first quarter, but once we got them to 3 field goals to us getting nothing, being 3 and out.
Yeah.
I mean, that second quarter forward, man.
I was so delighted.
Out.
I was surprised and delighted. Whoa, we woke up. We're going to go. They're leading in the half, 7-6. All right. Yeah, I was all excited because I thought it was going to be a touch-and-go game. And I said, oh, man, these guys play the best football in the second half. No! I was really worried. And all of a sudden.
That's what I thought, too. I was like, oh, no, please don't drop it on the second half. And then once I saw the third quarter, I was like, ooh. And then once I saw the fourth quarter, I was like, oh, yeah, it's over. It's complete. There was no Philly fans in that stadium, Rumble, by the third quarter. That's how shitty that fan base is. They will turn on their own team in a heartbeat.
I heard they were booing, too. That's great.
Oh, they were booing left and right. When they walked off the field for the second half, instead of trying to go for it, they got booed. I'm like, that's your guys' fan base? Trash. I mean, there's nothing you can do. And then, not only was it a comeback win for the 49ers, but it was a comeback win for Brock Purdy because Brock Purdy outplayed Jalen Hurts in college, and he still lost.
Nobody wants to admit to that. I mean, we do, but people are still saying that he should not be an MVP, and Jalen Hurts is still being penciled in as the MVP. And I said, between Dak, Jalen, and the dark horse is our guy. I said, man, you guys.
Oh yeah,
we got to go though, fam. Hey,
they won't. Okay.
Can you hold that? We're going to go. I'm going to see you Wednesday or Friday for sure. All right.
All right, Ronbo. You have a good night.
You too, Steven. Let's enjoy. Hey, Thomas.
What's up, Ronbo?
Thomas, 10-3 and feeling real good about it, especially that 10th one. I didn't see that coming.
Yes, sir.
What a pleasant surprise.
I didn't quite see it coming like that, but excuse me. My voice is going out after yesterday.
You screaming and yelling too? Yeah, same that.
I was ecstatic. I feel like Maximus.
You do honey lemon before you go to sleep like I did. You got to do it.
I feel like Maximus asking the crowd in Rome, "Are you not entertained? Why do you still question we are the best?
I forgot about that.
Why does anybody question it?
It is.
There's nobody that can play our physical brand of football. There's nobody that plays that physical.
Really, you're right. You're right.
They got beat down and drug around in the mud.
Since it was raining.
I
loved it.
I knew we were going to beat them, but I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
My God, I thought it was going to be a game for 4 quarters. That game was over a little bit
Yeah,
after the second half started.
Yeah, the first quarter, like everybody said, definitely had me a little heated. But as soon as we got the first touchdown out of the way, I was like, all right, we're fine.
Yeah, and the Beanie got the lead, 7-6. Okay.
Yeah.
No harm so far.
You know, there's a lot of people that are going to disagree with me, and if they're in this chat, then you might as well leave because you're not a real fan. But I've been saying this since last year. Jalen Hurts does not deserve to be in an MVP conversation. He's a wannabe Russell Wilson. He's basically a running back with a strong arm. All right, but look at who we played last year. The Eagles had the number 1 easiest ranked schedule.
Yes.
And that was what? That was his like 3rd or 4th year in the season. Yeah. Every year that he had before then was pure crap. And then he had one good year, and all of a sudden they act like he's arrived. MVP Hurts, MVP. And then look at this year. The shakiest wins ever, and they've just been capitalizing on other teams' mistakes. He hasn't done nothing special for that team. Nothing.
Mahomes should have beat him. Dak should have beat him.
He's a running back with a strong arm. He is not an MVP quarterback.
Josh Allen.
And if you force him to play quarterback, yeah. I mean, they just get lucky after lucky after lucky, and it's like the rest of the league and sports shows are so blind and biased.
He's still in the conversation for the MVP. But you guys you push back against Brock being in it. But between Dak,
Tua deserves to be MVP more than him.
Hey man, I didn't even think about Tua. You know what, you guys? Why are they the only two? Oh,
because he's a freaking Philadelphia Eagle, and the league is biased. Everybody just jumps on certain bandwagons.
But who is Dak beating? He's beating the Hawks. Everybody else is below 500. Oh,
exactly. You want to know what Stephen A. said earlier today? That I was just like, "Amen, thank you." Somebody else.
Oh yeah, Stephen A. will talk about
other than Debo.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the Cowboys. He's talking about the Eagles. I was surprised. He said after everything that the Niners said last year when lost the NFC Championship, oh, we don't have a quarterback, this, that, and they had Debo on the show. He was talking about how they should be in the Super Bowl. He said after watching yesterday's game, he truly believes this delegitimizes the Eagles, and they did not deserve to be in the Super Bowl last year.
Yep.
That they were pretenders. Yep. Like, finally somebody else said it, because I've been saying it this whole time.
And Orlovsky just won't go along with that. And I said, you know what, Daniel, you're okay. Sometimes guys kill me waffling back and forth because he wasn't saying that today before. As soon as Steven said it delegitimized him, now we want to argue. I guess they got to do that for the program, though.
Yeah, but you got guys like Nick Wright that continue to be like, oh, yeah, Purdy, he's just a beneficiary of having Debo. Well, before yesterday, Debo only had 1 touchdown. Come on. And
so if you mention the other weapons too, then, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but people want to say, oh, Purdy just dinks and dunks it to his star power players. Is it Purdy also number 1 in yards per attempt? So that means he's not dinking and dunking. He's actually going down the field more than anybody efficiently.
Ask Brandon Ayuk how far downfield he goes. Brandon Ayuk doesn't stand around in the middle of the field. It's such a lie and a joke at this point. You've already said it earlier, so you got to stick to it. It's not true.
I just don't understand, why does everybody try to make excuses to hate on us? It's obvious we're the best. It's obvious we're the toughest. Why do they need to come up with stuff?
Because if you say these things in the beginning, like week 1 of the season, now you lose face if you don't stick to it, and you sit there and bird dog and wait for mistakes from anybody on the 49 roster. See, this is what I was talking about. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see what you're talking about next game.
Yeah, it's sickening to see, like, all these people from last year who were, like, rooting for Purdy for his, like, little Cinderella story, like, oh, it's cute for the time being. But now that he's, like, continuing to win and doesn't stop, now they're just like, okay, stop. We don't want to see this anymore. It's kind of sickening. Like, Why can't you still root for the kid? Anybody else you'd root for him.
Yep. Yes, CMC. Yes, Debo. Yes, George. Guys, people don't win without weapons. Okay, there's just nobody does that. So why do you get on him about this? It's unbelievably strange.
Yeah, but we are the most complete team. And you know what? If the Cowboys lose next week, I'm going to be so pissed off because I don't know if you've seen the Eagles' schedule. The last month of their schedule is a joke. After the Cowboys, they got Seattle, then New York, then Arizona, then New York.
Well, you know what? They're wounded. They'll lose this week. I got a feeling. Anyway, we got to go, fam. Thomas, I'll be back either Thursday or was it Wednesday or Friday. Okay, looking for you.
All right, Ronbo. Good talking, sir.
Thanks, fam. To you too. All right. Hey, Tony.
Hang on a sec, bro. Let me close these windows up.
All right.
So I can have peace and quiet.
All right.
Oh, shout out to Tony, my favorite caller.
Ronbo.
Yeah. I'm listening.
I'd like to start off with, do you listen to 95.7 The Game?
Oh, yeah. Every now and then. I'm all over but yeah. I haven't listened to them in a while, though.
I heard this guy, this is not mine, this is by a guy called Uncle Gene.
Okay.
Right, and I heard it today, and I thought, you know what, this is worth mentioning on the Ronbo Show for anyone that hasn't heard it. But it's a poem about the 49ers and the Eagles that this man wrote, and I thought it was good enough to mention again. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. So if I can have your silence, I'll start, and then I'll finish with the end. All right?
All right.
Hey, Philly fan, come on. Act like a man. Our Niners just crushed your Super Bowl plan. You trash talk Debo, and he ran straight into the end zone over and over again. You love Hussein Riddick, but we think he's pathetic. All his trash talk and cheap shots just give us a headache. You thought you were tough. You thought you could take it. But by the end of the third, you folded just like a blanket. Now a message from Santa Claus for all you miserable slobs. Happy holidays till next month when we finish the job. Remember, boys and girls, payback's a bitch. The end.
That's a well thought out rhyme. I love it. You know? So what I got to tell you, I was worried about this game. I've been worried about this game for weeks because, as I say, everybody, all of us, watching the Eagles just sliding by. And I know, are they sliding by because they just persevere? Are they good enough to do what they're doing? Are they going to do that to us too? How are they getting away with this? They didn't, did they?
But you know what the most important thing is for me, Ronbo? Is those hits. Like the hit on their running back. I thought Ronnie Lott came back into the game.
Jesus.
And the hit on the other guy that Dre Greenlaw did on the sideline.
Oh, yeah,
they count. I don't care. Take your 15 yards and shove them where the sun don't shine. To me, that's important because that takes those two players out of the game. They're not going to want to see that guy again on the next run, on the next, next drive, the drive after that. Yeah. You physically put that mental picture in their head.
Yeah.
All right. Oh shit! I don't want to cop this for the whole game.
You start to hear footsteps.
And that's how you. It's worth the penalty to me, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he should have got ejected, like I posted on Twitter. That guy's nothing to do with staff, and he's the guy that shoved him first. Right? And you cannot put your hands on a player.
Yep.
And Dre Greenlaw's got every right to protect himself. He doesn't know what that guy's going to do. And all he did was finger point the bloke in the face. Yeah. He didn't really do much to him.
That was not a punch.
And they carted him off the field. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
If anything, Philadelphia should get fined for that crap.
Well, they benefited out of that because we lost Dre, and they just lost a fat security guard that had no business being that close to the field. He's supposed to be watching the fans, not the players. I don't know what the hell he was doing anyway. So, yeah, they benefited from that.
big fat meatball spaghetti eating.
Unbelievable. What are you doing on that
God
close to the
damn it.
sideline anyway? And if you are doing there, you don't have any business putting your hands on anybody. That's just really crazy. That's fine. Well,
But
I'm
that-
just worried about any
that
more
game,
legislation on that call.
yeah, we just provided the blueprint for every single other team. That game's going to be the most watched game for the rest of the season on how to beat the Eagles.
You know, hey, that Cowboys-Eagles game, that may draw the same amount of crowd as the Eagles and 49ers because everybody wants to know, okay, the Cowboys almost beat them last time. Can they beat them this time? Probably not.
I'm going to say something so outlandish, Ronbo, but I reckon there's a chance. There is a chance. I reckon the Cardinals are going to beat the Eagles.
They're sneaky. They might.
They just beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I know. And they barely lost the week
27
before.
to 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
So if they know how we play, the Cardinals. They know our game inside out. So if they play like us against the Birds, they might get them. They might get them. You never know. It's that time of the year when these nothing clubs come up and just destroy your season, and you go, what the hell just happened?
Right.
They got nothing to lose.
Hanging loose.
But they've got nothing to lose, but they've got everything to wreck.
Yeah.
And just make your season a disaster.
And that's the only satisfaction left. Tony, we got to go. And I'll see you either Thursday, I'm sorry, Wednesday or Friday. Good stuff as usual.
All right, brother. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon, the rest of the mob, and great win. And I'll talk to you in the next chapter.
Looking forward to it too, Tony. Cheers.
All right, brother. Cheers.
And I see Pern Amore. And Debo talks so much trash, and I just made sure they didn't score past his jersey number, so they won't forget. That's a great observation. I like that. Thanks for the contribution. It's true too. 19. You lost to 19 twice. Nudge.
Oh, Ronbo.
Nudge. You might have missed you last time, and you can Nudge, come on in, man. We're having a lot of fun with.
Man, I was knocked out. I had called. I woke up. I had looked. I was still on the phone. It was like 2 hours. I said, "Dang, I know he probably done." Called me a couple of times.
I did too. But Nudge, you can say it now because it's fun. Having done to the Eagles what we did. If I don't even hate on the Eagles players like I do them fans, boy. It was just a wonderful thing
I'm so
to watch
glad.
them exit the stadium early. Where y'all going? The game ain't over yet. Yeah, it is, but I mean, still.
People want to talk about Purdy, but I watched that game yesterday, and I ain't never seen a quarterback in my short time watching football. I'm only 23, so I ain't never seen a quarterback had that much time as Jalen Hurts in the pocket.
Oh, man.
And dude got all day to throw, and y'all talking about Purdy as system quarterback.
Yeah. Jalen's running around
Hurts
there
got it.
and 15 feet away from the, at least, from the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers, he's wearing them out, chasing them back there. I'm glad they did what they did.
We
Just
got a
form
good
fence.
D-line.
Yeah.
We got a good D-line, but still, like, that dude got, even last week against, he just has all day to throw.
He likes to hold the ball, too. He likes to wait to see if these guys get open. And so the secondary...
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks can't do that, though. A lot of quarterbacks can't hold the ball.
That's true. But Jalen would do himself a favor, though, if he get rid of that ball a little sooner. That's why his knee is hurting. So... But he ain't bad.
Yeah,
I ain't going to say anything bad about him, but I do think he may be slightly overrated. But we'll see what he looks like in the rest of the season.
Yeah, man. He got the same person there, A.J. Brown as Debo. We give him the ball 20 yards. He run it 50, 60.
Yeah.
Devonta Smith will, too. Talk about Purdy. Come on now.
He did it early.
But it's all right, though. We beat him.
Yeah, you know what? You mentioned that. Remember that timing round he hit Brown on? They were doing well in that first couple of series. It scared me to death. I thought that's the kind of football they was going to play all day. No, that's just now. We ain't going to continue. And that's why you saw Jalen rolling around 15, 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage because the 49ers was chasing him, you know? I said, okay.
Yeah, and that throw Purdy made to Christian McCaffrey, that little fake out go route.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that. I was mad because when he was throwing it, I thought it was about to be an interception because I thought he was throwing it to the flat. I was like, dang, they about to run it back, tie the game up. But now he actually not overthrown, but he actually knew he was doing that and had threw it over the defender head. I was like, okay.
He does that. I don't know
Well,
what
that's my quarterback right there.
I don't know how he controls the football to do that, but he's always throwing the second. There'll be 3 levels you can throw at, right? You'll see 3 rows of people. He will drop it over the coverage, sometimes over George Kittle, and whoever's behind them. A second level. I said, you know that? People don't understand how hard that is. I don't know how the hell he does that, but he does.
Yeah, that's my job. I knew we was gonna win. I knew we was gonna blow them out.
Did you?
As I just said, yeah. And my homie, his dad, an Eagles fan. He had hit me up talking junk. It was like even before the game, he was like, "Y'all could win by 40, but we'll still end up in the Super Bowl at the end of the year." I tested, like I said, I told him the only reason you said that's because you scared y'all gonna lose by 40. I don't mean
you're right,
like that. That's the only reason you said that.
All I know is they better not lose to the Cowboys this week because the 49ers will play out of their mind trying to beat the only Ravens is the only team that scares you. The 49ers will play out of their mind to beat the Ravens just to keep that home field advantage.
Oh yeah, my family Cowboy fans. My uncle in the group chat talking junk.
Everybody
like you know how it is the next week after playing them Niners.
Yeah.
Like, you know how it is.
Yeah.
That record ain't good.
I mean, anytime
I hope they ready
because
they really.
You got a Cowboy
I watched
fan.
that game with the Cowboys. They really could have beat the Cowboys. Really could have won. Dak Prescott took a sack at the
their linebacker, that tight end. He falls an inch in front of the goal line. What are you doing, man? Lean to your right. No, he stops inches up from the goal line. CD Lamb. I don't know what he was doing either. CD, fight for the goal line.
Don't want to see
what are you doing? Oh man. Oh.
I don't want to see them at home.
So, a lot of teams don't have the character.
Yeah, they should. You play real good. I'm glad I've seen that. Defense played good. We was down. I was like, when they was overplaying the run, I wasn't scared. I was scared I was scared for our defense when they had got the 2 field goals. I was like, thank God they got 2 field goals.
Mainly because the way they was
when they was stopping that run game, I said it's only a matter of time until Purdy started going crazy.
And he did.
They overplaying the run.
Nah, we got to go though. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, as I say, I'll be back Wednesday or Friday. I'm watching to see what happens next.
Most definitely.
All right.
Okay. Well, you gonna tweet before? Because sometimes I'll be missing it. Sometimes I'll wake up the next day and see you had went live and you see it.
Okay.
I'll
always put an alert on Twitter. Also, you get an alert from turn alerts on YouTube too. I'll always alert.
Okay.
You. All right.
Most definitely. Yeah. One more thing before I go. I like yesterday. I was still watching it. I didn't your show.
Sorry, Naj. Production will cut us off if we don't hurry up. We got too many people on the phone tonight. Save it though. I want to hear it. All right. 757 Virginia. Virginia. 757. Come on, it's in 757. All right, come back. Who is that? That's it. It's Night Hawk. Night Hawk, get in here. I did start late tonight. East Coast is probably pretty. What is it, 11, 12? Hey, dog. He might be out. All right. Yo, Bill.
Ronbo. I got something to say. Y'all worried about the Cowboys are going to win or lose? I can promise you they're not going to throw that game just so they could mess us up and end up meeting us early. They're not going to do that. They're not wanting that. They don't want to meet the Niners early in the wild card because the way it stacks, it'll be us in the wild card, and then the winner between the Cowboys and whoever they play, they'll have to meet us. That means that's no NFC chance, no NFC appearance. They're gonna want to try to avoid us as much as they can, so they can pray for someone to eliminate us.
Yeah, I mean that's the only chance they got. Why? I mean, they aren't going to lay down.
They're not going.
But can they?
They're not going to throw that game.
No,
they're not going to throw that game.
I agree.
Their motto is dodge the 49ers now, not meet the 49ers. They're going to dodge them.
Yeah, they better not be out there trying to lose the game. Jerry Jones figures that out, and everybody's going to get fired. But, yeah, I don't believe they're trying to lose that game either.
No. I think it's going to be a close one. But they're going to shake Jalen up the rest of the way. They're going to shake that whole Philadelphia. I promise you, Philadelphia might lose 2 straight after actually 3 straight. It'll be us, Cowboys, and whoever they got next. So well, I'm not really worried. I'm not really worried about it. And it wasn't the fact that Jalen Hurts had a concussion. He had to call his mom to get reassurance. It's going to be okay. He went into the tent to call his mom. Y'all don't know?
No.
He's calling his mama.
Don't tell me he's crying on the phone and everything.
Mama. Yeah, he was shook. He was shook so bad he had to call his mom. That's all it was.
Bill, they can blame their own guy over there. That big security guy. He got Dre kicked out, and Dre's replacement comes in and tries to kill Jalen. So okay,
you know what the problem was?
What?
The security guard was mad at Greenlaw for eating his Philly cheesesteak before the game.
You can't take food away from a fat man. No. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna crack us some jokes. It's all right. We won this game. We can say every day we want. He ate his Philly cheesesteak. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. We won the game. It was 21-13 when Greenlaw got thrown out. It made the whole team mad. Even though they don't want to say it, it put the team together. They woke up and they blew the bricks off of Philly. All that security guard did, was wake our defense up. Thank you, Mr. Security Guard. Thank you so much.
You're right.
By the way,
they were pumped.
They pumped them up even more harder when Greenlaw got thrown out. I'm going to tell you something. Not only did they lose, the security guard's out of a Philly cheesesteak. Thank you very much.
He ought to be fired. What are you doing? Your job is not to be down here handling players. You're supposed to be taking crowd control. What are you doing?
No, it seems he's a good cheerleader to wake up the other team. Keep him on the team.
I don't know.
Put some pom-poms around his hand. Put some makeup and have him go. Yeah.
Bill, I've never seen that before, though. I've never seen a guy that was totally out of line, over on the sidelines, and getting involved in scuffles on the sideline. What are you? This is not your pay. What are you doing?
Dude, he was doing his job. He was trying to protect Jalen Hurts.
Well, he did a great job because
he got sacked.
He got Hurts hurt. I love what I did with that.
Yeah, his feelings hurt. Yeah.
In the blue tent, because Oren Burks tried to break his neck. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't see Philly winning next week. I really do not see it. The Cowboys are even trolling the Eagles. I'm just watching all over YouTube. A bunch of Cowboys are just trolling the Eagles. They celebrated with us. Thank you, Dallas Cowgirls, for celebrating with us.
Well, it gives him a shot.
Yeah, they got a shot.
Support
and they know
next week too.
And they know this, so they're going to have America, including the 49ers, the team that we hate them and they hate us, around them. So they're going to be fired up, pumped up, and that's what they don't want. And then on top of that, they're at Dallas.
That's why I give them an advantage. I think they might be able to win in Dallas. Although the Hawks almost beat them in
they're
Dallas.
going to win. They're going to win. It's Philly now knows they're in trouble, and they might have another tent incident where Jalen's got to go in the tent, call his mom, get reassurance. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You can lose this one. And you know what? All those Philly fans acting like they're not even concerned, acting like they're not even afraid. Y'all better be afraid. This game, when you face the 49ers, you at least lose 1 or 2 straight after getting beat by us.
So true. We got to go, Bill.
Give me a 49ers shout out and Norb, your sea chickens are losing this Sunday. Give me a 49ers shout out.
Bill, I'll see you later on the
Norb Cam. Mr. Sea Chicken Man. All right, you have a nice day.
Night. It's time for some Latino heat. Latino Emilio.
What's happening? Oh, damn.
Billy, I just didn't think Week 13 was going to look like this. I really didn't.
You know what? You need to stop. You need to stop. You know what? You're nervous every game. No. And I done told you before, we're going to the Super Bowl, and I still say it, and this has proved it. We're going to the Super Bowl.
I'm with you.
You know what? When it comes to, I'm not nervous about the Rams. I'm more honestly, I'm scared, not worried, but we cannot take the Cardinals lightly. That would take us at a number 1 contention.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, they want to turn and be a good team. No, the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. You assume we're going to beat the Hawks and just when the Cardinals are next. I hear you.
Cardinals, I'm not worried about the Cardinals, but if we take them too lightly, we will lose to the Cardinals. That's,
No,
I'm not worried about them, but it's just we can't play them like, oh, we're a dominant team, because we are. We're going to beat the Seahawks, but it's just the Cardinals. I don't want to take them too lightly, because all of a sudden, they want to start winning teams with old midget man over there, with Mighty Man.
I was watching him. He does look a lot better. I thought that knee was still going to be ailing him. It looks
like
he's moving fast.
I said, man.
Yeah.
I said, Mighty Man's over trying to win some games all of a sudden. He wants to be a franchise quarterback again. I said, but, other than that, no, you know what? I was watching ESPN. They were giving Brock Purdy, his props. They were saying, I usually stay away from that. And I didn't said it before on this show. Stay away from ESPN. Stay away from NFL Network. These guys are mostly on the East Coast. They give the East Coast props. I'm like, you guys keep wanting to get props from them. You're not going to get it because most of these shows are in the East Coast. It's not going to happen. You got to realize what we're dealing with. There's an East Coast team. They root for the East Coast. They don't like the East Coast. The only one that gets...
Why do they like the Cowboys then?
Cowboys, Ronbo. Where is the... No, it's not even that. They're in the NFC East.
Well,
so that's why they get props. It's the division. They may be in the South, but they're in the NFC East division. So that's why you can get Dak and all them props and Eagles and all them. That's fine. I don't care. That's why, this is the reason I rarely watch it. Because I already know what you're going to get from. They spend like sorry, Sean McCoy. He's a diehard Eagles fan. Never won a Super Bowl, but he wants to act like he's the my Eagles, our Eagles. We finna do this. We finna do that. That's why I don't like listening to that, because that's all they do.
Let me fill you in on him, though. He admitted.
No, I heard about it. I did hear about it, but still, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're still gonna go East Coast, East Coast, East Coast.
Yeah.
Why? Because where the station is based. That's all.
Yeah.
I get what he did, but it's just at the end of the day, they're gonna go East Coast all the way, because where those stations are, that network is stationed.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep doing it.
I hear you. But Joy Taylor didn't admit to nothing. She's still sticking to her guns and trying to justify what she said. I said, Joy, you better be glad you got that body, because you know what? You make a lot of dudes mad.
I don't listen to her either. She goes with the crowd too.
She goes with LaShawn.
1 minute Parsons, she wants to give it, she wants to, 49ers is a good team, but this, but that, like everybody else does. So I'm like, if you really break down every team, everybody had, if you go to Dak, if it wasn't for Pollard, if it wasn't for his deep, what's his name, number 11 on defense, I forget his name. But like I said, all these guys, everybody has somebody on their team. Everybody has stars. Even the weak ass freaking, what's the sorriest team in that league? as of now with the
Jets.
The Panthers.
Oh, yeah, them
even
too.
the Panthers and Jets, they all have stars on the team. Not one team does not have a star.
You have to.
It's like not one team does not have a star. Not
Josh
one
has
team
got
in the NFL.
Diggs.
Why
I mean, they
why
all
are
do.
you in the NFL? Like I said, that's why. Why are you in the NFL? Everybody has one star at least. One.
At least.
Doesn't matter if you're on defense or you're on offense. Every one team has one star. So I don't want to hear, like I said, it's just excuses, and I get people get mad. Stuff about our team, that's our team. Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah, well, he would do
Let
that with
them
all that. He
prove
got
it
all
on
that
that.
talent around him. Well, what? How's he supposed to? Oh, that's so weak. That is so weak.
If you look at, we can just go with this game. Jalen has 2 star number 1 receivers, and he has a star running back.
Yes.
Are you serious? Like, they don't have nothing we don't have. We have the same thing. We have 2 star receivers, a star tight end, and a star running back. So if you go to the Bills, you have a star quarterback that has a star receiver, a star tight end, and a star running back. You can keep naming it. They keep going on. It's just not one player, but they can use that narrative because it's the East Coast thing.
And Emilio, go to Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't have any receivers. That's why he's suffering. He's a perfect example of a star like him having all that problem. Why? His receivers ain't worth a damn. He's got Kelsey, and after that, what's he got?
His thing was his number 1 star is Kelsey. That's how they won the Super Bowl last year with Kelsey. But I done said this before. You stop Kelsey, they don't have squat shit.
Yeah.
It's just simple.
I know. I agree.
But,
we got to go, though. I'll be back Thursday, or I might be Wednesday or Friday. I'm waiting to see what happens next. All right, be looking for you.
All I gotta say is just bring on the best team. We done proved it. We done showed it. Bring them on, and we gonna stop it. Like I said, I've been saying we going to Vegas, and that hasn't changed. Even when we lost those 3 games.
All right.
Bring on the Rams. Bring on the Ravens. And bring them all on.
All right, fam.
All right. You have a good night.
You too, fam. Night video. And
Good night.
Kyle style, I've been smiling ear to ear all day, ooh la la. But you know what? We got a lot of football to play. Let's stay frosty. Shout out to the Norm. It's Niners all day. And shout out to Don. 49ers versus everybody. Don't encourage him. Okay, good. Night Hawk. Thanks, Kyle. Night Hawk. It'd be funny if Night Hawk ever came in and did that. Detroit versus everybody. Hey. You're right, though. We got to play these games one at a time. 49, but you know what? 49ers are not reflecting on our thoughts as far as, because you do have to play. You got to play the Hawks next week. Let's go back to 767 Virginia. That would have been, that's Nighthawks out in Virginia. Trey's out in Virginia. And so, that's why, but I'm still, my number one worry is them birds in Baltimore. And no, what time is it, Norm? No arm. I gotta start getting earlier. Everybody passed out. Oh,
Hey.
there it is. Hey,
not
Norm.
you, baby. Hey, I just wanted to see if I was on.
You on, Norm?
And Niners all day.
Hey. Well, Norm, we, when we're all excited during the course of the game and everything. We say all kind of crazy things. Norm, after having slept all night and ruminated on the fact that we just whooped up the best team. 10-1 is the best record in the game. And we whooped them up. Norm.
So are they the best team in the league now or no?
I don't think so. I mean, personally, I don't think so.
So who's the best in the league right now?
Oh, without question, you don't have to ask me twice. It is the San Francisco 49ers. They're in another team in the league.
It is no contest.
NFC that's better than 49ers.
No contest.
That's right.
such a beautiful. I mean, and if you look at the statistics that the Niners have, the way they face their opponents, it's like I heard it. They said we either just go bad, we score 17 points and lose, or we just show up and just show out.
Yeah. We just can't whoop somebody. We got to tear them up, humiliate them, destroy them, ruin their hopes for any future.
Right.
Oh, that was embarrassing.
It's beautiful to see how now everybody is now talking about our guy being the top of the conversation is MVP status, man. But
they hate to do it, but they got to do it. Look at his stats, Norm.
Who cares about MVP status when we trying to go for working as a team? We trying to get to one ultimate goal, and we got to take it one game at a time.
Yes.
So if I was in my guy's situation, if I was number 13, man, forget that that MVP stuff. That's cool and all, but I could have a million MVP trophies, but if I don't get that one bomba clot team that everybody's coveting for this year, then it means nothing.
Mm-hmm. Karl Malone. What's the name of the other guy from Philadelphia? That's always talking trash. You know, I'm not a role model for your children. Yeah,
it's always salty in Philadelphia. That was the show I was just watching. It's always salty in Philadelphia.
That's a good show. You know?
They can't be so salty right now. You know, I posted a video, right? I posted a video right on my TikTok. It's on my Instagram too.
All right.
And I was basically quoting the next Friday. I was like, "You got knocked the out." And Phillies fans came on there, whoop-de-doo, enjoy your regular season win. We're still 10-2. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh, God. Rudy, same way. You had a regular season empire. Look, last time I checked, you need to win in the regular season in order to get to the next level. So I don't consider that an insult.
I mean, I would be salty too if I seen what happened to DeAndre Swift live and direct, man. Did y'all see what happened to that man?
I want to put it on a loop. I mean, he was in pain. He's down on one hand for at least 2-3 minutes, trying to hold himself up.
A clean, professional NFL hit, Diamondor Lenore. He really should have got one of my game balls. That man put him and Ambry Thomas were on point. I watched Jalen Hurts be back there looking. Jalen Hurts will be back there looking. Can't find nobody. He's just back there in the pocket. Everybody's complaining about he's got so much time in the pocket. Yeah. But he's not finding anybody because our coverage is great.
Thick. And he knows if he runs that drop back if he runs too far forward, they're waiting on him. Come on, Jalen. Come on, man. Run.
Right. So I would like for everybody to give a shout out to our secondary, to our entire secondary for really just stepping up in a major way. Like we've only allowed these guys 19 points. Great. And the fact that those first two drives were the only, and Kyle Shanahan saying that was the coolest part of the game because like, Brock Purdy can never come back from behind. We are never going to give this man a chance to prove to y'all. As long as we playing like this, we don't want to give them that chance.
Nobody wants to
come from behind.
These people
it's hit from the back.
Yeah.
Ain't no come from behind. It's hit from the back. That's all we trying to do.
Ain't nothing to point. Ain't nothing to prove it coming from behind. You know, and they did, and they tried to do that booty push. I thought they was going to do it more than once on every first down attempt. They only tried it once.
They got their tushes pushed all up and down the field, and I'd love to see it. Devo Samuel just is. Oh, Jawan Jennings. I just got to say about Jawan Jennings with that. Get your goof ass away. Get off me, man.
Was that the most macho straight arm you've ever seen? Man, I love that.
That probably drove Philly fans. So that's when they started to walk off the field was when Jawan Jennings did that. Then by the time Debo scored his touchdown, if you looked up there on the stands, you seen all you seen was dots of red and seats.
But we gotta go.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
And guess what else?
What else?
It's Niners all day.
No, I'm giving that little noisy person behind you. Give a shout out to me, and I'll see you.
Yeah, I got to put the baby to sleep. Wife, your wife is here too.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey. Y'all
All
have a
right,
great
y'all.
night.
All right, y'all.
Oh, God. This is too much
Oh,
fun.
you can. Oh, the
Oh,
one that's
man.
yours is you
I
can
gotta
have that
get that.
one right there if.
I got to get that and put it on a loop. Man, Jawan, out the way. And there he is. Oh, yeah. Huh?
What?
49 Brian. Wait. Ronbo, put me on the sidelines with Kyle Shanahan so I can push around some opposing players next. But hey, Brian, thanks, fam. It's Randy Savage. I love it. He calls in. Hey, Randy, come on in.
Oh, yeah, Ronbo. Macho, yeah.
Macho Man, you must have loved that straight arm by Jawan Jennings. That was your style.
That was macho. Clothesline out of bounds. Oh, yeah.
Like, get out the way.
You know what else was macho?
Yeah, what?
People seeing you. Goes in your stadium with the boom box, playing gangster rap, fucking smack all week.
Dancing, boogieing.
Down the field, undust.
And while you're running drills, marching through there, dancing and boogieing, turn the music up. Footlights had no respect for Philly. None! All day long. God, I love it.
Yeah. Ronbo, my old ass was having flashbacks of Tecmo Bowl, where Debo was just running through that defense, bouncing off people.
Look like a human pinball.
No doubt in my mind, he was the best player in the field.
Oh, God,
but
yes.
I want to try to put this Brock Purdy stuff to rest real quick. You know, but people don't realize, and they all realize it because it's all about talking points. You see how Cowherd, first he was all, riding Brock Purdy's dick. Now he's all critical.
Was he?
That's his game. He's a nationwide troll. It doesn't matter who's there. He's got something stupid to say.
To draw attention.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. A quarterback's job is to distribute the ball.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
This is distribute the ball. Right? So here's some key players in the game that really proves to me that Purdy belongs in this league.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't let it be twisted. I don't think he's the MVP on his own team. You don't believe me? The first two drives, CMC didn't touch the ball once.
True. Pop. Brock must be monitoring his phone and cut him off. Pop, where you at?
Touchdown.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, because we went quiet there for a second. We might have missed something. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. All I'm saying is that CMC didn't touch the ball in the first two drives.
Yeah.
Okay, they have 3 and outs. After that, CMC touched the ball, 6 straight touchdowns. But don't get it twisted. Okay, Brock has elite processing. He has slippery feet, and if you combine that, you have a person who's dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. In contrast, he is a system quarterback for this system. He works great in the system. Just like Jalen Hurts is a system quarterback for his college system, which is a college football system.
True. He's still
There's
RPO.
nothing complicated about what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing complicated about what they do, but can you stop it? And the answer for the 49ers is yes.
75%
resounding
of the QBs, exclamation point. Yes.
Yes. 75% of QBs in the league can't roll to the left, escaping constant pressure and hit that very difficult pass to Ayuk. 70% of the guys in the league can't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, they just can't do it. Okay, I don't care how short the pass is. Most of the quarterbacks can't do that. 70% of the quarterbacks in this league can't escape constant pressure. Again, just kind of drift to the left a little bit and then throw a dime to McCaffrey out of the backfield for a long wheel route. You don't see that all the time.
True.
Now, I did see Hurd. He had all kinds of time in the pocket, not because the offensive line was so good, but because the 49ers played with a lot of discipline. They kept him in the pocket. Because guess what? He can't beat him in the pocket.
Yeah.
He can't process like Brock Purdy.
get in the pocket. He just can't. It's not his fault, Ronbo. It's not his fault. It's his coaching and their style of play.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Again, system. The word system comes up.
If the play is broken, he can't make nothing out of it. Right now, the plays to Debo, people can laugh at those players all you want. Yeah, he throw the ball a little pipe, this, that. You know what? If you got a tight end that can take out 2 defenders on the end around, right? Riddick is sniffing dust. Okay?
Again, and we get chipped and beat his ass all day. I knew it was going to happen too.
All day. And what you didn't see this time is you saw Shanahan not do 7-step drops, not do play action fake. He did fake with the runs. Shanahan deserves a lot of credit. He really does. And he gets an A, but it's not 100% A. It's like a 91 because the first 2 drives is inexcusable.
I don't know what he was
doing. The bell cow in his game is CMC. And what else did he do? The pass to Jennings, same thing. Buying time, he makes his offensive line better. Isn't that one of the keys of a franchise quarterback?
Pop, you always make great points. We got to stop though, because you're so elaborate with your explanation. It's clear to everybody. You make good sense too, but we ran out of time. But Pop, I'll be back.
Well, look, man, my shout outs in real quick. Oh, y'all, I can't wait, Ronbo. Yeah. So yeah. Big shout out to the Big Show, Jalen, my boy Tony Down Under, Chill Pill Phil, Big Show, Ellis, Sharon and Sharon's mom, Evan, Fish Sandwich Frank, Emilio, Donut and his crew. And shout out to you in production, Ronbo. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Thanks, Pop. So appreciate you. I'll see you later on. All right. There he goes, Pop. And he pointed out even though he doesn't get them all in, because I'd love to hear what else he had to say. Pop always proves out some things that we did notice, but you didn't think about long enough. Israel! Man, I'm gonna be thinking I'm gonna be thinking about the Cowboys versus Eagles this week more than our game against the Eagles or Hawks. I can't wait to watch that game. I want to watch that every bit as much as I want to watch the 49ers. Israel!
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Israel, man, I'm sitting there tripping, man, because, the Cowboys, we actually have to depend on them this weekend. Israel?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, I said, we got to depend on the Cowboys. I don't want to depend on them for nothing. And you got to hope that they're going to win their game. I already assume with a 12-point gap, we're going to beat the Hawks. But I don't even know if the Cowboys are favored yet to beat the Eagles. But if they do, Israel, we are into the driver's seat. We now have the home field advantage for the rest of that weekend. Provided we just continue to win out, that's all we'd have to do. We can stay home, kick back and relax, go to Popeyes, and just wait for the team to come in after the first bye week of the playoffs. Damn it. It's asking for a lot.
You know what, Ronbo? Ronbo.
Yeah.
I'm about to, hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. You get out of your car?
No, I just got out of my car right now. I was just doing my own jogging right now.
Oh, yeah?
But,
you're jogging?
Yeah.
How do you jog?
Yeah, I'm jogging because, I just took a rest right now, but since I heard it was my turn, I was like, I got to stop this.
Oh, okay.
But Ronbo, since you said about rooting for the Cowboys, man, I'm gonna have to brush my teeth after that.
I hate it. But we actually need them for the first damn time. God, Jesus Christ, I hate it. I really do. Man, I'd rather see them get their brains beat out, but we need for them to win.
Oh man, because Ronbo, I was like, do I have to freaking root for the Cowboys?
I know.
Nothing but the Cowboys, man. Because I don't have faith with the Cowboys, man. Because you know how Dak Prescott is Ronbo. You know how he is.
I know he's gonna freak. He's gonna lose it. Watch it. They're gonna beat his ass. Every Eagle on the team is gonna get a sack. Watch.
Oh my God. Rumble. All I wanted. I know we want to root for the Cowboys. Everybody here wants to root for the Cowboys, but everybody just remember after the game is done. After the game is done, if the Cowboys do beat the Eagles, just go ahead, take a nice, long, hot shower and brush your teeth as much as you can, and take away all that Cowboy filth out of your mouth. Seriously.
Be using bleach for mouthwash, They're so disgusting. You know what, though? Just because we want them to win, the sorry sons of I'll bet they lose. I know they're going to lose, and that's why I'm going to hate them even more after that game. I just know it. Damn it. Couldn't do nothing right. Never sent a Cowboy to do a 49ers job. Dang it.
Yeah, Ronbo. All I got to, like I said, they better freaking win. You hear that? You hear that, Texas boy? You better win that game.
He's scared. Texas boy's scared to death. He wants nothing to do with next week's game, and he will not be seen here talking trash. I just know it. Punk ass.
Man, Ronbo. All I gotta say is, you know what? We are gonna be rooting for the Cowboys, and I am gonna be there next to my sister because she's a Cowboys fan too. And yes.
Now we sitting with two different jerseys on. That's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward for Dak Prescott to get sacked by one of the Eagles. And that's it. That's all I want to see.
Hey, fam, Israel. The Hawks were coming back on Dallas. See, this is what worries me. I said, if the Hawks can come back and almost win that game, I don't know if the Eagles are going to have a struggle with the Cowboys. They came close to beating the Cowboys in Philly, but that might have been a joke. I don't think it's going to happen again. I'm hoping it would, but
yeah, to be honest, Ronbo, I'm not having any confidence on Cowboys beating the Eagles. But if they do, then you know what? Good on you, Cowboys. Good on you.
Yes.
So,
thank you. You helped the San Francisco
but either way,
cause.
Oh yeah. It's because all I want is just these Eagle fans, all these Eagle fans, to shut their mouths and just accept the loss. So all you Eagle fans, just shut your mouth and enjoy the loss, and that's it. That's all you guys got to do.
That's it.
Don't get salty.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
That's how they do. They know they had no business winning last year. And I don't care how much Hassan Reddick said, all y'all over there, boo, a lot of boo-hooing going on there. Now, who boo-hooing now?
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, but man, Robo, do I really need to cheer for the Cowboys, man? I don't want to do it, Robo. You know I don't.
Hey, Mel, you got to do it. Hey, it's like when you're a little kid and your mom said before you left out the house on Saturday, look, I need that room cleaned up before you leave. Mom, I'm going to clean it up when I come back. No, you ain't. You're cleaning it now. Oh, Mom, they're waiting on me outside. You tell them to go home because you ain't going.
Lord have mercy. I don't even want to root for the Cowboys, but I got to do it because can't stand the Eagles.
Hey, they need our support. All right, Ronbo. Got to do it. Israel, enjoy that jog, man. Tell you what, I'll be back. I might be back Wednesday, but for sure Friday. Looking for you. All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo. Hey, can I get a trim bulky on the game today?
Oh, absolutely.
On the game last Sunday.
Let me tell you one thing right now. They still would have won that game had I been in charge, and I still want every 49er fan to know. I may have been kicked out of there, but my heart's still in San Francisco. I sing it all the time. I left my heart in San Francisco. And by the way, all you 49er fans that put that pressure on Jed York to get rid of my ass, you can kiss mine. That's a trip.
Hey, Robo. Hey, Robert, before I leave, man, hey, you remember the Ace Ventura guy? He said he wants to give you a shout out too.
Hey, tell him to give me a send it back to him.
I will. He lives around my neighborhood, so I'll let him know.
Tell him, fam. All right, Israel. Have a good night, man.
All right, Robbo. Yeah, you too. Go Niners,
fam. 7:57 in Virginia. Hello, Virginia. Virginia. I hear some noise. 757.
Hello.
Yes. And what is your name?
Oh, this K Hendricks run, bro. I ain't call up here in a minute, man. How you doing?
Wait. You say K Hendricks?
Yeah.
I ain't heard from you, and you're right. My God, I can't remember the last time we talked. What's up?
Yeah, it's been years, man.
It has. Come on now. You weren't mad at the 49ers for all this time. You can tell the truth.
Man,
yes,
we embarrassed them boys, man.
I know.
We embarrassed them boys, man. Had them looking like French fries, man.
You know. But did you see Jalen Hurts in the press conference? I was kind of impressed with his mood and demeanor and how he carried on that press conference. Yeah, dude is. The dude is.
I never really had an issue with the players, with the Philly players, besides the trash talk.
Yeah.
It's the fan base, man. They kind of deranged to me, man. Usually, these things usually occur like the tension, as far as like the Rams and the Seahawks, but the Eagles, man, they a different breed, man. The fan base a different breed. I had seen the video a few moments ago of the fans hitting Purdy pinata with a bat, man. It kind of stood out to me, kind of deranged and kind of weird and all.
He don't got no limits.
I feel like that's a little bit too much, man.
Sick. And when fans are coming in wearing 49er gear, they standing up there. They parade on both sides of them walking in, yelling and screaming obscenities. I heard last year they was throwing snowballs at them. I said, you know what? There's a line you should not be stepping across, Eagles fans. Y'all go too far. If somebody get hurt out here, it's going to be your fault over a damn ball game.
They going to lose to Dallas, man. They about to lose to Dallas.
So. Really do.
They about to lose to Dallas. I feel like, they just came off an emotional win, against the Bills. Within 13 days of 3 games. Then they got to go, fly to Dallas after they lost to us.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
They got to lose, fam. Dallas has got to finally man up, okay? Be responsible for for nothing else yourself. I know you can't beat over 500 teams, but make it happen this week. You managed to skate by the Hawks last week, beat 2 500 teams in a season, and maybe get a little respect, a little love, Because, all they whoop is teams that can't do nothing. Come on, man. Beat the Eagles. He's asking too much.
It's really gonna be a wrap if we beat Baltimore.
I know, right? I got all the respect.
I don't think we losing another game this year. Heading into the playoffs, we ain't losing another game, man. I feel like that win over the Eagles gave us a different type of confidence, man.
True. Yeah, I got to agree with that too. If they can beat the Eagles, they should be able to beat anybody. Baltimore's going to be
and
we'll see.
The way the secondary played last night.
Ooh, they got better. Tavares is at the next level.
Way better, Ronbo.
Ooh. At the beginning of the season, I had my questions about Tavares, but you're right. Demo's coming on in the slot. Ambry Thomas, the story of the 49er year. Look at him play.
And another thing I noticed, too, when the reporter was asking, the reporter was telling Ward, you got, the league's leader in PBU, like the PBU amount.
Oh, is that
and
right?
Ward was like, for real? It's like these boys, they more locked in, man. They worried about winning. They worried about the numbers, but it's like I like how all the players, man, the elite skill players, they all just locked in right now on one thing. Yep.
Well, I'm impressed with all. And like you say, Tavares, DK Metcalf couldn't get no work done. AJ got a couple of plays, but he couldn't get no work done. If you could deal with DK and AJ, the most physical players in the game, ain't nobody else you can't deal with. We do play. We'd only see them in the Super Bowl anyway. But Miami, they got some receivers now. They got some receivers.
I ain't worried about Miami, man. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Like, I feel like this win over Philly, it just
don't know, man. These boys, I don't know, man. Purdy is just he's unbelievable, man. Like, numbers don't lie. A lot of people just don't want to be wrong about Purdy.
Yeah.
They don't, because it's easier to go with the narrative that, he got drafted last and, he's a system quarterback.
Surrounded by
things of that sort.
weapons.
But numbers don't lie, man.
They don't.
This man been number one in every metric you can name just last 3 or 4 weeks.
Kate Kendricks.
You can't run from that, man.
You cannot. And he's setting records that are unbelievable. Records that in NFL history have never been touched. And that's why people can't believe it. I was having a problem believing it for a long time. I'm starting to believe it now. He is what he looks like he is. System or not, he's getting it done. That's all he can do is his job.
Purdy is a Disney movie waiting to happen. Purdy is a Disney movie waiting to happen, man. I'm telling you, if he go off into that Super Bowl, that man head on the plane to Vegas this year, win that Super Bowl. They're gonna have to throw him in that conversation, man. They're gonna have to throw him in that conversation.
Okay, we got to go.
It's the perfect underdog story.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna tell you what. I appreciate hearing from you, fam. It's been a while. I mean, I'll be back. I'll be back Wednesday or Friday.
Some years.
All right.
All right, I'll call back.
Looking forward to it, K. Night, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah, K. Hendricks, man. K. I forgot who he was for a minute. Wait, that's K. Hendricks. It's the Nighthawk. I think Nighthawk probably turned the lights out.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
There he is, Nighthawk. Nighthawk, man, we playing some winning football is what it is. I mean, we're legit.
Yeah, we shot that Eagles down.
Oh, man. That was the litmus test, fam. You beat up on them Eagles, and we didn't just beat them, Nighthawk. We snapped them. I mean, we just oh, my God, embarrassed them. And in Philly, so all them little nasty Eagles fans can get mad. Why? Because we're in their house cleaning it up. Philly!
Yeah, Debo's the man. Debo's the man.
He is all that in a bag of chips. Yeah.
But what's his name? Nick Cartwright? I don't like him.
Nick Cartwright. Nick Cartwright plays.
Yeah, the one who says, the announcer. The guy who got talked too much.
Nick Wright. Nick Wright.
Nick Wright. Yeah.
Nick will not. He will not listen to any talk about Brock Purdy being anything near an MVP. He will not hear it. He will argue into the dirt. He doesn't want to talk about it, and don't bring it up. Even now.
Because the reason why they don't like him because he's undrafted.
Other things too, Nighthawk. How many quarterbacks do you know that are out there winning games with no weapons? Ain't got nobody helping them. They're doing it all by themselves. How many quarterbacks have you ever seen do that?
Not that much.
None. Montana had ultimate weapons. Brady's had some great weapons down through the years. Patrick Mahomes used to have weapons. He's got one now, and he's struggling, having all kind of trouble. They're losing teams they have no business losing to. I believe they're 8-3 or 8-4, and the season's winding down, going down the stretch. Right?
But it's okay. Like I said, we beat Philly. All that matters.
Yeah, well, yeah. And because the Rams and Hawks ain't nobody to beat anymore. But, who else do we beat? That's worth a damn. Well, you know what?
The Cowboys.
Hey, what do you think about the Cowboys? Do you consider them, is that something to be proud of, beating the Cowboys, other than the fact that we just don't appreciate the Cowboys and we have history?
Yeah, I think we beat Dallas good, but like I said, I'm happy we beat Philly real bad, too.
I'm more proud of beating Philly than I am Dallas. You know what I mean?
Because Philly fans talk too much.
And not only that, the Eagles are actually legit. Everybody loves Dak. Oh, Dak should be in the MVP conversation. If Dak Prescott beats the Eagles this week and they start to list him as number one candidate for the MVP, oh, I'm gonna be really bothered. I'm gonna be real bothered because I know they're gonna do it.
No, because that's what. But Nick Wright, like I said, he said no, nothing about no. I want him to no. He can't get the MVP. Okay.
Nick likes
and what
that.
happens if he does get the MVP?
Yeah. No.
And
Nick
what
picked
happens?
the Cowboys
What
to win
happens
it
if
all.
he does? Yeah. What happened if? I bet you he's gonna get mad if Brock Purdy do get the MVP.
Night Hawk, he'll be livid. He'll be livid. He'll be so angry. You have to pour water on him to keep him from flaming up. He'll look like Johnny
I
Storm.
hope he does. You know what? I hope he does get it. I want to see that.
Brock Purdy gets an MVP. Nick, they'll have to tie him up. He'll be so mad, you know. So all Brock's got to do is continue doing what he's doing. If he goes to the Super Bowl and wins it, he cannot be denied. They just can't do it. And the movie, it's probably already in early script anyway. They will finish that movie, and it'll be available for viewing within the next 2 years. The Brock Purdy story.
They're just mad because he's not number one pick or something.
Well, neither was Tom Brady, neither was Joe Montana. Two of the greatest quarterbacks in football history. Why can't he?
But Debo, man, oh my God, I don't know what that dude is like a flash.
You know, he doesn't like the Eagles. You know, he don't like the Rams either. You notice how Debo, if you make him mad, he'll beat your ass to death when he gets to play it. Because, my God, Debo went nuts. He wasn't, that second touchdown he had, according to people who watch these things and do things that you give numbers to apply to, Debo had a less than 5% chance to run that ball in the end zone. Debo ran that ball in the end zone so fast that the computer they were using just blew up.
Man, but you know what, Rambo? I'm so glad we picked up CMC and we got Chase Young.
I knew it. CMC and Debo on the same damn team. Ayuk. George Kittle. I knew that was too much for any team in the league. I just wanted to see when it would.
But I like that they picked up Chase Young.
I forgot about that. This team is Super Bowl bound. I ain't afraid to say it. I am not. Hey, now, good hear from you, fam. I'm going to be back either Wednesday or Friday looking for you, right? Because, we always
Okay, man. Can you give me a shout-out?
Oh, yeah!
Nighthawk is out. See you later.
Nighthawk is out. Hey, Matty he's Herber X Overland up in Bend, Oregon. Matty.
Yeah, bruh. Evening, buddy.
I tell you, Matty, man, this is just
man.
It's surreal, man. Weeks ago, week 2, week 3, all I could think about, all right, man, we just got to get past the Eagles. I was scared of them.
Yeah.
Because, last year, what they
did.
We
embarrassed them?
Yeah, we did. That was embarrassing.
It was beautiful. It really was. It was like a work of art.
God, it was. It was vicious.
I had a feeling we were capable of what we did to them. But the problem was, obviously everybody was having a little bit of a heart attack at the beginning of the game, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
I was like, man, can we just not get this together?
Yeah, first 2 drives.
Yeah, about had a heart attack.
Whew, man, Kyle, what are we doing? And did you see Fred in the post game? Fred says, "Yeah, they had a win with us in the beginning of the game, and we just sort of settled down." Okay, so Fred, you guys noticed too? Because I didn't know. I said, whoa,
yeah.
God. So yeah, that's fine.
So now I'm sitting around. I told myself, Ronbo, the next time we win a Super Bowl, I'm buying one of those nice 49er jackets. It's either going to be in the gold or the red.
There you go.
So I'm picking out my jacket.
Yeah, get ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I've wanted one for a long time, dude.
Seriously, man, what defense can stop?
I just figured it wasn't worth getting until I was like, man, when we get to the Super Bowl and we win it, I'm buying that jacket.
The Cowboys can't. The Cowboys got a good defense, right? They can't do anything with the 49ers.
Yeah.
The Eagles supposedly have a good defense. They couldn't do anything with the 49ers. What other defense have we played? The team up in Jacksonville is supposed to be pretty good. Cleveland did.
Cleveland's defense was rocking.
Yeah,
they're tough, man.
They are the best defense, and they were rated as the best defense. They stopped us.
Yeah, no, they earned it.
But we had guys hurt, and when you got Trent Williams hurt and Debo, it makes a difference. And people, that's why he's not an MVP. Okay, guys, you know what? I don't know. I mean, take a lot of people. There's a lot of teams you take too much away from them, and they can't function the same way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Brock Purdy's the only person guilty of that. Well,
we got I'm not going to say root for the Cowboys, but we kind of need them to win, and I can see them winning because, I mean, they do have a decent defense, and from what I can tell at this point in time,
Cowboys, yeah,
I think the defense might dominate in that game against the Cowboys and the Eagles. So it'd be nice to see them get steamrolled. I mean, it was kind of like last week, man. I wanted to see both teams lose or tie or something like, I can never, I can always say go Niners, but I can never say go and then the other team's name. I just can't. I'd rather throw up.
You don't have to. You know what? Just sit there and quietly say, come on, guys. Come on. You can do this. I'm not going to use the same thing I use on my own team. You're right. But we need them to win.
But I can hope for things. Yeah, I can hope for the win for whoever I need to win to progress us farther into the rankings. So you do what you got to do. Yeah, you just don't mutter those words at all.
No.
You have to wash your mouth out.
And because you're going to go back to hating them as soon as the game's over anyway. So
you might as well not even go that far. Buddy, yeah, it was beautiful, man.
And that would work. And then we still get to go. We get to go ahead because if they play to a tie, and they got that extra digit on the line, and that gives us the home field
advantage. That'd be nice.
Right now. Yeah,
it does. It'd be automatic. Yeah, dude.
Couldn't get more fit.
Well, yeah. I think our next set of games is going to be nothing's cakewalk, man. All these teams are professionals, dude.
Yeah.
Even the shitty ones.
Yeah, they got pride. We could lose to, and the Hawks are going to be waiting for us. I mean, they're going to be coming in looking for us, and the Cardinals are probably waiting for us anyway. So the Cardinals are something we might have to deal with.
I think they're coming to us, aren't they?
Yeah, the Hawks coming to us, but they can come in all pissed off.
I think. Are we going? We have a bunch of home games coming because I think the Ravens are coming to us, aren't they?
Yeah, which is good. I don't want to go to the East Coast anymore.
Well, look at this. Yeah. Come come play at our house.
And and Arizona is yeah. You know what? That's who else? We go to the Rams. Those the Rams?
Yeah, Rams is the last game, isn't it?
They go to us or they come? Is that a home game?
I could have sworn we went to them the first time. I could have sworn. I don't know. I'd have to look. I can't imagine those are all home games.
You know what? I'm hoping that it's already decided.
I know the Hawks.
So we don't have to play our first string against the Rams.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Let Darnold start and company. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then
they kind of let them feel good. Yeah, they wallop them anyways.
I would.
In games like that, it's nice to see the depth too. Get other guys out there and see what we've got.
Oh, it would be wonderful. But smack talking Rudy,
it would.
We sent F2 and they beat you. So you got no more comments.
Yeah,
from Rudy.
You got nothing.
Say could be valid. Just shut up.
Well, the Rams did what they wanted to do, man. They put all their chips in one pile and they went and won a Super Bowl, man. They did what they wanted to do. Yeah, they're going to pay for it for a while.
Long while. Nice. Anyway, Matty, we got to go.
Yeah, for a long while. All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
You too, fam.
Friday?
Thursday or
all right, buddy.
Wednesday or Friday.
Thursday or Friday?
Wednesday or Friday.
I'll catch you either way.
Looking forward
all right, brother.
Night, Matty. Hey.
Night, buddy.
Night. Hey, Josh. Anybody seen Texas Boy? Doesn't Texas Boy know that we like him this week? Josh, don't we like Texas Boy this week? I really love him. Texas Boy, you're welcome here this week.
Yeah. We could be mutual this week, and hopefully next week we could be mutual too. But
well, no, that, after the game we won't. But this week Texas boys he's our bro. You know, the Cowboys got to win.
Well, yeah, after every season the Cowboys and the Eagles, they go 1-1. So after this game when because they're going to beat the Eagles. When they beat the Eagles, everybody get your bleach ready, take a bleach shower, and go see a priest and get blessed and move on.
Father, forgive me for I have sinned.
Yeah. I just want to say I wasn't able to call in yesterday, but I really would like to give the game ball to our cornerbacks yesterday too for defense.
Yeah.
Not one PI called on him. Not one PI.
And he could not find anybody to hit. He circled back around there for 10, 15 minutes. He still could not find a guy open. You know how hard it is to keep receivers unopened for that length of time? Ooh, they get a round of applause. I agree.
Yeah, no, they did great. I'm like everybody, the first 2 drives I was, pissed and was, freaking out a little bit. But we turned it around. All year long we knew last year in the NFC Championship we got robbed.
And they would never ever admit to that. Come on, guys. If we would have beat you guys without Hurts and nobody else, you're just out there trying to run the ball or do whatever you're trying to do, I wouldn't have been running around popping my chest. Oh, man, shut up. God.
Yeah.
That's nothing to be
Well,
proud of.
we knew that we were going to beat them. We knew that we were the better team, so let's not get too caught up in it. Let's move on and keep focus on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And, out of all honesty, I know you're worried about the Ravens, and I am too. But you know what? Yeah, me too. I don't want to lose on Christmas, but if we were to lose, that's the game. Yeah, that's the game to lose on if we do lose. But that's further down the road. We really just need to just worry about the Seagulls, Arizona, and the Lambs. That's really the only three teams we need to worry about right now to finish out the rest of the season.
Exactly, you're right. You know what though? The 49ers are going to be pumped up for the Ravens because they want everybody to know they're as good as it looks like they are. I think they're going to play the Ravens really hard. I don't know if they're going to blow them out like they did the Cowboys and the Eagles, supposedly the best teams we've played this year. But I guess I have to put the Browns in that conversation. But the Browns are a team that caught us at exactly the right time. I don't think if we had to play the Browns again anymore, and I'm talking about a full strength, I don't think that would happen again. But they are the team with that carrot dangling in front of us. Hey, Niners, y'all get past this, and you can walk into the Super Bowl confident you go win it. That's the truth. Because I think they're going to the Super Bowl. I really do, Josh.
I wouldn't be surprised. Out of all honesty, I would not be surprised.
The Hawks, the Chiefs can't do it this year. Patrick's got no weapons.
No, they can't. His receivers are just horrible.
Miami's just a little soft. They're not ready yet. And there's nobody else in the AFC. Chargers?
Yeah, there really isn't.
That's it.
Yeah, no, also real quick, I want to give a shout out to Nick Wright's brother, Big Show.
I like that, Josh. It's pretty funny. What would you like to say to him?
I mean, it's official. You can no longer deny that Purdy is not MVP or an elite quarterback. I mean, he beat the shit out of Dak. He beat the shit out of the Eagles with Hurts. He did come from behind. I know it's not the fourth quarter come from behind win, but we were down 6-0. 2 straight 2-and-outs. Couldn't complete anything.
Mm-hmm.
and he just shredded it up. The guy has the highest passer rating in the NFL. He has all of the number one stats in the NFL right now.
Go down the list. Yes, he's one,
Yeah,
and then he's 2 or maybe 4. Yeah, it goes right down the list. Brock is leading in every category.
Yeah, leading in every category, and right now he is the number one front runner for the MVP.
According to the numbers. But
according to the numbers.
Those who are talking, well, I don't know that he'd be anointed the MVP. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why he's in the position. Guys, come up with the reasons, all right? And when you do that, you talk about the other teams as well, as to what they don't have and what they do have. That's not a reason to condemn him. Oh, I'm so tired of it.
Yeah. Well, like it was brought up on the show, Joe Montana had Bryce. He had, he had Roger Craig. He had all these weapons. Steve Young did too. And, I mean, every quarterback is a system quarterback if you guys want to talk about it. They have weapons, and there's a system. It's, it's the playbook.
Josh, we got to go, though. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for you Wednesday or Friday. One or the other for sure. Friday for sure. Because we got to talk about
Roma.
How the score is going to be. Appreciate you, Josh. Love it to get in here. Josh gets tired of waiting on me sometimes. But Josh, get in here, man. We'll see you midweek. All right?
All right, buddy. All right, have a good one.
You too. All right, Josh. Oh, Jalen. Gene D ain't here today, though, is he? Gene's already scared, ain't he?
Ronbo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cliff got the boot. Pete still chewing on that goop. And Sean McVay play call like poop. It stinks, Ronbo.
Yeah.
How about that shellacking, that beatdown, that mutilation, that bird and feather picking? Goodness gracious, Ronbo.
Pure entertainment.
I mean, I text my friend yesterday. He gonna try to sit up. I said I sent him the Michael Jordan crying meme, Ronbo. He gonna text me. He gonna text me talking about some. I knew he was gonna lose. I said, bitch, don't play with me. You ain't think y'all was gonna lose like that. Nah, man, hell nah. I said, nah, dog, nah. I knew you were gonna lose.
No,
you ain't think y'all was gonna
don't
get 42
accept that.
put on you.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, nah. They didn't think they was gonna get Mama. They didn't think that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think we were gonna blow them out like that. I'm gonna be real with you.
I've been telling people the truth too.
I thought it was gonna be a close game.
I thought so too. In fact, in the early minutes of the game, I already gave up. I don't know what made me think I should give up that quick, but I gave up. I said, man, they got us.
I thought it was going to be like a 13 to 16 kind of ball game, Ron. But I thought it was going to be a touchdown and field goals kind of game. Well, oh my goodness.
Debo got loose. Oh,
yeah, Debo. He Debo'd him, Ronbo. He bullied him. Got out there and bullied him, man. Jesus. God, I mean, he was doing kick returns. They made sure Debo was known.
Get the ball.
I mean, Debo was everywhere. Debo was everywhere, man. I'm surprised they didn't have him out there on defense.
He probably asked him to. I want to hit somebody,
then,
Coach.
Man,
what are you talking about?
Ronbo,
Let me play defense.
That poor running back, Ronbo. Remember earlier I was saying a couple calls ago, LaShawn McCoy was talking about Swift being, neck and neck with CMC. Man, he got laid out not once but twice. Earlier in the game, Warren put a hit on him. And then later on, Demo put a hit on him. Man, boy, it's like the 49ers, they heard all of what everybody was saying. And man, they busted up DeAndre Swift. Debo Samuel had his way with him. Brandon Ayuk was converting on third down against Darius Slay. I was just like, man,
and
wow.
You see what happened to Devontae, right? Devontae refused to go down. Oh, you ain't gonna go down? Okay. And it suplexed his butt, right? And that's when the things got out of hand.
Yeah.
This
and Ronbo, I need
Philly. Y'all bring this out.
Though,
everybody else is civilized. You bring this kind of crap out. God.
Ronbo, one thing that I need to say about the 49ers defense, guys, we gotta start wrapping up on third down. Like, we cannot, I get the big hits. You can hit somebody hard first, second down, okay. Let them feel your presence. But third down, when you're trying to get them off the field, just wrap them up and get them on the ground, man. There's no reason that he should have picked up that first down, Ronbo. That first, no. We have to wrap guys up and just get them on the ground on third. The big hit isn't always necessary because that could be the difference between 4th and inches and 4th and 5,
See, a lot of those guys don't have faith in themselves to make that tackle. That's why they showed their missile shots, That's why I wish McKivitz should teach guys how to tackle.
But Ronbo, that's what's wrong with football now in general. they're not teaching these younger guys the fundamentals
How to
anymore,
tackle.
Ronbo. They
Exactly.
just want them to go out there. Yeah, they're not teaching them the fundamentals anymore. It's all 7-on-7 and flag football. They're not teaching them how to tackle. DBs, they ain't putting their hands up no more. They putting their hands down. They're not fighting. I
And you
mean,
can get hurt not
receivers,
knowing how
they
to
not
tackle.
doing it either.
Yep.
Like, yeah, they're not teaching them the fundamentals anymore in football, Ronbo.
Same
That's why
in
nobody
NBA.
knows how to tackle.
Same in basketball.
Yes, Ronbo. Yes. It's the fun. They've
Fundamentals.
gone away from the fundamentals. Yeah, they've
Highlight.
definitely gone away from the fundamentals.
Yeah, highlight reel. You know, that's
Highlights,
everybody's-
exactly.
Because if you get that guided missile tackle and take the dude down, ooh. But if you miss, he's got a 15-yard
Only
gain.
place I can still say that they do the fundamentals well in is college basketball.
Some coaches.
College basketball, they still do the fundamentals pretty well. But college and the pros football, nah, no. Ronbo, them kids be out there running back and forth across the field, throwing the ball across the field. Highlight reel, like you said.
That's why
Why
cornerbacks get beat so much. And offensive
Exactly.
linemen, technique is poor. The CBA calls that too because they don't get to stay on the field. So taking them breaks, long breaks, they should learn the fundamentals in school, but they don't. And then they come to the pros, now they're really not going to learn anything.
Yeah, they're not teaching because I'm pretty sure they went away from like Pee Wee. Like, back in Pee Wee, Pop Warner used to be able to like do little Oklahoma and tackling drills. And I think they starting to go away from that because, too many kids was getting hurt.
Yeah.
Running into each other like that with them, Ronbo, you had them looking like a damn bobblehead. You got these kids running around with the big ass helmets. They was, knocking each other out.
And they're too young to hit each other hard, but they don't have enough strength to hurt each
Yeah.
other. That's why I always said, well, you know what? They're not big enough to hurt each other seriously.
But it's still head on head collision. Those
true.
head on head collisions, that's still happening regardless. It ain't like
dangerous
they
game.
tearing their muscles, but it is. But they caring about the money more now. But I like them hits that we was putting on them. But we got to start tackling Ronbo. But the defense, we got to start wrapping up, is what I'm saying, on third down. But the defense looked great.
Agree.
The offensive line, that right side is still a problem. It's still a problem. I'm not gonna let that win. I'm not gonna let 42 points dismiss that. That right side is still a problem. It needs to be addressed.
Agreed. We got to pull up, fam. I'm gonna see you Wednesday and Friday.
Man,
Though.
at the end of the day, we still the kings of the West.
That's right.
Kyler running around, so he don't need to rest.
Yep.
And G&D, we coming back next week. And Rudy, keep on crying because the 49ers gonna be the best.
Yes. Like it.
Let's not forget, y'all. Nick Mullins, first game of his career, breath smelling like Similac, wet behind the ear, mama titty still in his mouth, nuts ain't dropped yet, face bald, beat the Raiders on national TV. And Ronbo, this just wasn't some game that you could catch if you stayed in a local California area. This was on prime time Thursday night. The only game on in the entire world, and everybody saw it. People in Taiwan, Hong Kong, the Indies, mountains, the Congo, the Amazon, the Aztecs saw it, the goddamn Egyptians saw it, Thor, Odin, Stevie Wonder, Pinocchio, Franklin, Little Bill Cosby in jail saw it. Lord have mercy.
God. Jalen, have a good night. But, hey, Alice, get in here. Jimbo's he's got the demo hit in a loop. I want to see that, boys. Bam! I need to add sound effects to it, like a car accident. If you've ever been in a car accident, you remember that sound. You'll never forget it. Bam! That is so. That is. I still remember. Ellis, I love the pick, fam. Come on in.
Yes, sir. You already know what it is. I had to make sure that we understood. What's understood don't need to be explained. You did.
There you go. I did. Alice, man, we're still enjoying Victory Monday from Victory Sunday. What's up? What are you thinking?
Man, did y'all see how much when they were doing the replays, where Jalen Hurts was dropping back? Did y'all see how much holding was going on?
That's all. We cried about that the whole game. Remember?
When they did the slow mo, nobody was watching how it was like old school square dancing, like they were square dancing, holding our defensive players. That's the only reason why he had that much time. I'm just thankful that he didn't get to break out and really make any humongous plays with all of that holding that was going on the defensive line.
Mm-hmm. It was vicious. It was outrageous.
And there was no whistles being called. Listen, this was a game. This was a perfect example of a game where the referees were playing for the other team, and we did not let the referees dictate the fucking game.
Yes.
We beat them so bad that the referees there's not enough that the referees could do. And that's why they were just like, hey man, we can't win it for them today. Whoever, Vegas and whoever else got some money in the pot, trying to make this a competitive game. Yep. No, that's how you do it. You never let the referees dictate what the game is going to be.
Yep. Had that, and they couldn't hold Fred Warner. And Dre Greenlaw has got to stay in the game. It's like Nick said, no, he knows he's not supposed to do that, but we don't tell him how to act. But Dre does know he's got to stay in the game. Don't get so mad that you get thrown out. Him and Draymond.
That's who he is, and I love Dre Greenlaw for being that enforcer, the Punisher. He's the Punisher of the defense. And but however, he definitely needs to just chill out. But dude did have his hands. He was pushing him. He pushed him a few times. Nobody really got to see, but that guy was straightening his arm, trying to back Dre up, and kept pushing him. And Dre was just standing there talking. He wasn't rushing the guys. He was just standing there talking shit, and the dude was still pushing him. So I'm glad that they kicked his ass out too, to let him know. You don't make contact with the. We don't care if you're the head of security. You keep your fucking hands to yourself. If nobody's swinging, throwing punches, nobody's getting dropped on their head, no helmets are being swung, that's when you come in and you start maybe, using some force, applying some force. But until then,
no, it's not his job. He's not supposed to be over there.
Somewhere. Go sit your heavy ass down somewhere before for your cholesterol spike too high. Anyway, but man, look, that was that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And it's crazy that what's his name, Hassan Reddick, was talking all that bull about boo-hoos and all that other shit, because they sure did show their superstar first round pick Jalen Carter, their rookie defensive lineman, on the sideline crying while Sirianni was over there using his over there. You know what I'm saying? So who's boo-hooing now? And you know what? Yeah. I actually tagged Hassan Reddick in that video that I found, and so we're gonna be trolling him for a good while. So watch your mouth.
Hassan started all that. He's the one who helped. Debo was out of control.
Hey, that payback a motherfucker. That's the theme song that they over there playing, man, after the game and stuff. So Ronbo, this was just a needed game. We needed this for the team. We needed that going into the next few weeks. We're playing a great team coming up. We still got the Seahawks we got to get through first. We can't start loafing just because we spanked up on them. We got to go do it again. We have to go do it again. And we still got the Rams, if I'm not mistaken.
Last game. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to clean up shop. We need to go ahead and just, go ahead and run the table. We can even get on the Ravens too. I think that's going to be the best. Ooh. Next to this Eagles game. That's going to be we need some competition. We didn't have no competition. We had competition for 15 minutes of football against the Eagles, and then it was
soft. That's true. You need somebody to get you pumped up. Make you work. That's a good point.
That's going to be that game will be more competitive. I don't believe that we're going to beat up on the Ravens the way that we beat up on the Eagles. Not saying that it's not possible. No, however, we're going to be playing a really good team in the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is a totally different level of player, an octave of a player at QB than Jalen Hurts. So, we got our work cut out for us, but we got the team. We got the team for it.
We do. We definitely do.
I can't wait.
All right. Well, it's always great. Always a lot of Ellis don't miss. I love it. He doesn't miss a program. Ellis, I'm gonna be back Wednesday. And you got to be here. You shout out to that squad.
Man, I tried to, man. You know, I was going through it a few days ago and still got stuff going on, but you know that win made, you know, it
makes it feel a little better, huh? Yeah,
it helped out a lot. And then having this show, you know, being able to, you know, hear my faithful family and stuff coming through, and Ronbo, you having the platform is, you know what I'm saying, like I always tell you, this is a very therapeutic, and it keeps us, a lot of us, uplifted, man, that are, you know, having different trials and tribulations that we experiencing on a day-to-day, man. So love you for that as always, man.
Thanks, fam. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
I'll be here looking for you Wednesday then, or Friday, one or the other. But I'll definitely be looking for you.
That's a bet, man. Thank you. Hit that like, subscribe, man. You know where you at. You know, shout out Evan, shout out Frank, man. We gotta have a fish sandwich extravaganza, man. After that win, family. Shout out Dono, Tanisha. Shout out Tony's, all my Tony families. You know, shout out Dona, Tanisha. I think I already said that. But y'all know, shout out to the chat. And yeah, man, it's on.
Except for you, Chrissy Everett. All right, Ellis. Have a great night, man.
Never it, man. You're never it. Their excitement with that game, Bo, is they're just happy because they beat a team that we lost to. I think that's really why they're so excited. You guys you're 6-6.
Yeah,
you know,
they'll stay that way too. All right, fam.
Come on.
See you in a minute.
Go to bed.
Night, Ellis. Hey, yo, Casey, come on in, man. KC. Casey's placing that bet, or they're trying to say that he didn't make that bet and he wants his money. I can see Casey in any number of scenarios. Or security, two of those 350-pound guys are holding him up in the air and dragging him out of the casino. Hey, Dre Phantom. I ain't heard from Dre in forever. Dre.
I'm forever, my guy. How you doing?
Dre, doing all right, man. You know, after we got past this hill, this was that bleep in the radars. You know, you run around smooth, and I had a good feeling about everything. But when we get to the Patriots, when we get to the East Coast and have to deal with them Eagles, it's, oh, man. Oh, man, here we go. So, here we go. We did it. Dre, talk to me. How's your feeling on this game, man?
Man, Ronbo, I'll tell you this. I felt the same way you did, but like 2 days before the game, I just felt a calm. I just felt like, you know what? We should actually be good. But I'll tell you, bro, I've never come to hate a NFL team as fast as the Eagles. It's crazy. I mean, it was just instant, you know, from last year. And I was going for the Eagles in 2018 when they won the Super Bowl with the whole Nick Foles story.
Oh,
that all changed after.
I was everybody. You know what? I think most people were, because it was such an underdog. Big Tom Brady and the Patriots and Belichick. They had all kind of weapons. It was amazing. I agree. They've made me mad ever since.
I'm telling you. But you know what? You know, I heard you guys talking about the Ravens. I'm more concerned at this point. I know we had the 3-game skid, but we had some big pieces out and whatever. We could talk about that. But I'm more concerned with our health and hearing the Armstead extra Nick with his knee going on. So our health more than anything. But I think we're going to be all right. And I think this could definitely be our year. And I don't got much to say. I want to tap in because I don't think I've been on in over a year, man.
I mean, it's been a long time because I've seen your name. Wait a minute, I haven't seen that name in a while. You don't do it all right.
Man, definitely. And for some reason, I don't get like your YouTubes. They don't pop up in my feed like they used to. So I don't know what's up with that.
You got your notifications on.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I'll have to check on those notifications for that. But man, I'm not gonna keep you. But I will say this: I love what Brock Purdy is doing. I do feel we throw the elite title around very loosely. I think Brock Purdy is doing an amazing job. There's nothing to take away from him, but
he hasn't earned the title of elite just yet. He needs. I agree with that. You need to spend more than a year in a season or a few months, because Brock Purdy, for all intents and purposes, is just getting through enough games to consider himself just above a rookie. And so, you start calling
exactly.
that. And then if they start to regress, like some quarterbacks do, then you're embarrassed yourself.
I totally agree. And there's nothing wrong if he could be that, but I'm like, back when, a decade ago or so, we weren't so loosely throwing that elite type. He can be a great quarterback right now. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Well,
but
Patrick
anyways,
Mahomes
man,
started
I'm going to
that.
get.
I think when Mahomes came in and immediately lit up the league, I think he set a trend that it's not impossible for a rookie to come in and dominate. When Patrick Mahomes is probably one, over in Texas, that's two. What's his name over with the Chargers? Might be considered marginally three. Josh Allen took 2-3 years. Josh Allen didn't get good until Stephon Diggs came over. The rest, I'm trying to think of another person that came in the league immediately started kicking butt. Ain't that many?
It's not because even with Josh Allen, it took him 3 years
at least. Stephon Diggs came over and he finally had a receiver that could actually help make his career look a little better. But Stephon's, as his brother said, time you to get him out of there.
People
get mad quick, don't they? So
they really do. And I was more on the, it's been a while since I've been on. I was more on the. I wanted to see Trey Lance develop. I felt like Brock Purdy had way more experience than Trey. We spent that draft capital on Trey, so I wanted to see him develop and see what he could have done. But that's neither here nor there. Now he's gone. But, I'm excited about what we got going on. So hopefully we can get it this year and get it for our guys we got on the squad, man.
Hopefully, because we've worked very hard for this. And a lot of those veterans, something, Dre, what really worries me, and I thought about this for a minute. I said to myself, if they don't achieve the ultimate prize this year, I wonder how much motivation they'll come back with next year, because they're highly motivated this year because of what happened last year in the NFCCG. And they know damn well they were supposed to win that. So they came back fired up this year. But if they lose it this year, I wonder, will some of the hope slide? Because if they win it this year, I got a feeling they'll go for 2. We'll see.
I totally feel you on that point. And then, like you said, if they don't do it, it's like, is Trent gonna come back? We getting some of our guys getting a little long in the tooth, now. So it's gonna be tough mentally to come back, So.
But if they win it, I think they will come back. They want to defend their own title. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah,
Drake, so good to hear from you. I'll be back Wednesday or Friday if you got time. Come on in, looking for you.
I sure will. Good to hear your voice, man. Holla.
Good to hear you. Night, fam.
Gone.
Ronbo, can you hear me?
Yeah, Casey. I was hoping they hadn't, because I know the big guards they keep in some of those clubs.
Ronbo, can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. Are you talking from the cell?
Okay, thank God. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening there. Ronbo, I got like 3 intros I'd like to go off with tonight. The first one is, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? 49ers. Talking my Niners. Thank you, Robo. And my second intro is where I come in thinking like, it's the same old story, and then you inform me exactly what happened. So, Ronbo, Kyle couldn't score in the 4th, and Bosa's just getting held all game, and, the Eagles just have their numbers,
I was hoping that conversation would not come up, Hasty. I know exactly what you're scripting out and reading from, and I was scared the bejesus out of me in the first couple of minutes of that game. I actually wussed out. I looked at the camera and says, guys, it looks like we ain't ready. I hadn't given up. We ain't ready. We ain't ready for this smoke. We can't do it. A few minutes later, 49ers went to work on the Eagles, and they had to pull the 49ers off of the Eagles. What? Oh, God, yes. It was a wonderful day.
They did what now?
They had to pull the 49ers off the Eagles. They were just beating their ass.
Third intro.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Third intro, Ronbo, is with the final pick in the 2022 draft, the 49ers select the future MVP of the league, Brock Purdy.
That flag on that. What's this mean?
Yeah. I think if you watch his draft video and see his friend's reaction tells you they knew that he was the real deal.
I got to go see that video. There's a video of his friends watching him get drafted. I got to see. That's got to be hilarious.
And it's just they're set, and it reminds me of when things are going really well in poker, and you're taking someone's money, and they're still laughing with you after it. That's what the Cowboy fans did for me after the game yesterday. They were so happy that the 49ers took it to the Eagles. And I think that somewhere Travis Kelce was watching that game and wanted to text George and say, "Hey, George, go get yourself a ship." And so I feel like the whole NFL now knows who the best team is. The truth can't be told; it has to be realized, and that's what happened on Sunday. So.
Absolutely right. You couldn't be more accurate, Casey. As I said,
Ronbo. Who's
going to stop that offensive? I mean, you can't stop that offense. There's just
Detroit versus everybody. Right? That's where that guy shows up. Detroit versus himself.
He hasn't made it in today. They won yesterday, too.
Yeah.
Production says they blocked him. I can't believe production blocks him. He sort of adds fun to the program, with his
Brock
ridiculous.
Purdy versus everybody. Ronbo, did you know Brock Purdy threw 4 touchdowns yesterday?
Yep.
That's phenomenal.
But the people who like to talk badly about him, they won't respect it. Brock Purdy's leading in several categories.
4. Yeah, he did throw 4.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
He can't get any love because the players he's playing with are too good. So we can't give him any credit. I don't get it. It's wrong. It's unfair. It makes no sense.
Ronbo, my favorite part of the game yesterday was when Debo waved goodbye to the crowd, and he had that big smile on his face, and you see his pearly white teeth, and he's just waving, so happy.
I'm surprised Trent Williams didn't go over to the stands like he did in Dallas and stand there and point and laugh at the Cowboy fans like
the greatest 49er photo since Montana and Bill Walsh in the dirt.
Every the Cowboy fans are all of them got the middle. They're giving the finger and he's pointing them out, and Trent's just laughing and pointing at him. You bunch of low life.
Well, you know what this game reminded me of? This game reminded me of the 49ers versus the Patriots when Kaepernick took it to the Patriots. They just had this like late season kind of feel, like they're on their way and nothing's going to stop them.
Unstoppable. Because Kaepernick was unstoppable that year. Nobody knew what he was doing. Kaepernick is a pioneer of the mobile quarterback. And nobody
I don't care what anyone says. Kaepernick was a great quarterback.
He was.
And he did stuff that people still aren't doing in the NFL today. Like throw 60-mile-an-hour bullets that people can't catch and
throw the ball in the back of the end zone from the 20-yard line. Cap had a gun. And the funny thing about Cap is, once he started running, it didn't look like he was moving that fast. But you measure the distance of that stride. And once he got into full stride, Cap had the most beautiful form. My God, he ran pretty. So,
And, it's like watching Debo. Debo, runs for his life out there. But it's just one of my favorite things to watch, Debo with the ball.
It is fun, isn't it? Debo runs with his feet really close to the ground, though. Did you notice that? He doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
Cap used to have a big, leaping gazelle-like stride.
It reminds me of Terrell Owens almost, but his nose for the end zone is just unreal. To take that 5-yard in and then go 40-plus yards straight to the house.
Pivot, shoot left, shoot right.
He's got a magnet for the end zone.
It's fun to watch him do that. And once he gets out there, he's going to the house.
Yeah. Shout out to Jack. That was one of my favorite calls, man.
What did he say? Out, he was doing ginseng.
He thanked your mother for birthing you tonight, I think.
Jack's drunk. He woke up drunk.
That was wonderful. Yeah.
Jack, he's passed out by now. Oh, God. Hey, Casey, so let's tell you what. I'm gonna be back Wednesday or Friday. I'm not sure which one yet. I'm gonna watch and see what happens. Headline news, anything.
There's still time left. There's still time for everything to go wrong and Big Show to call in and tell us that we need Kirk Cousins. We're not there yet.
I forgot to text him yesterday, or not text him. Go to his social media page and ask him where he is. Show. We can't find him. We better not lose, though. Show up. I told you, Ronbo, you guys got all excited for no reason. We're not going anywhere.
Hey,
We never
Rumble,
were
I'm about
going
to mosey on out of here. And
How do you mosey?
shout out to my Newfoundland, the great Tasha. And shout out to you, Rumble, holding the fort down.
All right. In case you just have an absolutely wonderful night, and good luck to anything you're gambling on. All right, fam. All right, Casey.
Appreciate it, Rumble. Still on top, baby. Can't lose.
There he goes.
Have a good night, Rumble.
That's what he does. All right, Case. All right, fam. Alberto!
Rumbo.
Bethel, there's no song about Philadelphia. Oh, except for that one Bruce Springsteen sings. The streets of Philadelphia. Ooh.
No, there's another song.
What?
Cry, Eagles, cry.
Oh, yeah.
The mystery.
That wasn't originally written for their ass, so that was, I want you to cry like an eagle. I got to tell you, the Eagles, they messed up losing. After all that trash they talked after last year's game, they had it and it was going to come back to bite them in the ass. I'm so delighted with this win.
Yeah, the funny part is that there's the Philly fans out there making a bunch of excuses and making all this stuff, and they're over here crying, and I'm all like, why are you crying? I'm all like, ain't you supposed to be tough?
Yeah,
and then you're turning like your team, soft, crying for everything, and then
it's supposed to be bad.
I understand.
Nobody messes people.
Yeah,
Philly?
yeah.
Okay. Wait, what's the matter?
Yeah, and it's funny that and now they're saying that this game doesn't matter.
I know.
What do you mean doesn't matter?
We'll see you in the playoffs.
You're putting highlights of us talking shit to motivate you.
Yeah. Big screen and into the clubhouse. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys. They've got no respect for you. See what they're doing? See what they're talking about? All right? Keep that in mind when you go out in that field today. Okay. Bam! Got hit by a truck.
Guess how long was the Rams in the playoffs little circle, if you can guess?
I can't guess. What?
They were only there until the Green Bay Packers won the game. And then the Green Bay Packers knocked off the Rams to get that 7th seed. That's how long they were in the playoffs.
Very long.
So, yeah, the Green Bay kicked them out of the playoffs.
What year are you talking about?
No, on the seeding, because
I forgot Green Bay won. They did win yesterday.
Yeah,
and they seem to be spotlighted now as the best up and coming team. Green Bay's been beating people.
Yeah.
Who do they play next? Green Bay's actually the team to watch now to see if they pry their way into a wild card spot.
Yeah, now they're saying Jordan Love is like Aaron Rodgers, out of nowhere, just come up and go into the playoffs.
He does look a lot better even than he did from the beginning of the season. He was a little bit all over the place and a little strange, but now he's settling down and he's using that big wide receiver his really well.
Yeah.
Bethel, there's something for a rookie to sit down and learn. I don't know why people think that's a bad thing. He should have started right away. That's the way rookies come in and get ruined. Let them sit back, relax, get comfortable, and learn. So that's what happened to Jalen.
Yeah, and then another thing. Remember last year when we went to that gauntlet and we beat all those tough teams, and then they're saying that they were trash after we beat them.
Yeah. Could play the next week.
Yeah, they can play the next week, and I go, we did it, and they didn't make no excuses for us, but for the Eagles, they're making excuses.
Yeah. that they were
going on
tired.
through that
They
gauntlet?
played how many games within a certain amount of days? Remember, we lost 3 games, and we played a lot of games in a row too.
Yeah.
In a short amount of time.
And
Nobody
we
gave
were
us any love.
Tired. We were beat. Yeah, nobody did.
Injured.
Either.
Yeah.
Yeah, injured, battered, and they didn't give no excuses.
And they went right after Brock Purdy.
No
See,
break.
He's not that's not an MVP candidate.
Plus,
he couldn't lead the team from behind in 1 game. Oh, here we come.
No, and then plus he was concussed and everything, and
thank you.
They didn't count that, but
and you got no right side or left side on your offensive line now, because as long as Trent's there, at least there's some hope that we got some direction to go in. Now I got Trent Williams out and McKivitz on the other side, and so when Brock Purdy wasn't killed, look at him, he can't hold up. Oh, you dumb son. What do you think's gonna happen? You take the right left tackle off of any team that's good, and you watch and see what happens to your quarterback. Oh,
yeah,
it's unbelievable.
And then the only reason the Rams and the Cardinals won because a lot of the other teams' players got hurt. They're not playing. They're probably playing some of the backups. That's why they're all out.
I agree. We're gonna go. I'm gonna see Wednesday or Friday. I can't make up my mind which one we'll do here. I'm gonna watch and see what happens here. But yeah, be looking for you.
All right, let's sorrow on these Eagles tears.
Yes.
And let's go Niners.
It's a wonderful thing.
And punch the light.
Thanks, Bethel. Night, fam. And let's go check in on Tony, who also had an equally nice week, as the Saints are still crying about that. Tony!
Let them keep crying. Ronbo, good evening. How are you, sir?
Doing great. Because I tell you what, if there's one fan base that you want to punish and make them look bad and embarrassed, it's in people out in Philly. But you know what? Even people in New Jersey and New York don't appreciate people from Philly. And they're right there neighbors. I mean,
and check this out, Ron.
What?
And check Romelio's sports report just came in the chat. This week, do you know Dallas is favorite in this game by 3.5?
Uh-oh. I bet you Philly's that probably scares Philly. Last time we were underdogs by 3. Well, you just see what just happened. Go ahead. What else?
I think they're gonna be mad though, Ronbo. I think Philly gonna blow them out the water.
I know. The Eagles gotta be mad.
Seattle's gonna beat Philly in Seattle the following week. Watch what I tell you. Seattle's fighting for their playoff lives.
I know. You know what? As a matter of fact, did the Eagles sustain any serious injuries other than the feelings?
Jalen Hurts get hurt a little bit?
Yeah, Jalen's knee. His left knee or right. One of his knees is not well. I don't know that. But he sure was dropping back. Jalen was so far. You needed binoculars to see him from the line of scrimmage. Jalen dropped back. I mean, he gave himself plenty of room to see, didn't he? And the 49ers were smart enough not to chase him back there. Well, Javon Kinlaw caught him back there once. He slipped.
Didn't Javon Kinlaw have 2 sacks? Kinlaw had 2 sacks.
He did.
Yeah.
Javon said, I can run with him. But Jalen was so far back behind that line of scrimmage looking for some room to operate. I said, I'm glad the 49ers didn't pursue. Just keep that fence up a little past the line of scrimmage and let him hang around back there. The secondary will take care of the rest. He couldn't find nobody to throw to. That was perfect good sense by the 49ers. I was delighted.
And like I briefly said in your last night's show, on Kinlaw's first sack, the one with Jalen Hurts slipped, Ronbo, they were holding their asses. I counted 10 to 12 seconds on some of them holds.
And they had grips. They had grips that were clear. And clearly the vision between the defender and the offensive lineman was wide. You could see fully both players. That dude that had Nick had him by his jersey. I'll never forget that vision sticking out. Had him by the top of his jersey. Nick's pulling away. He's over here and Nick's up in front of him. And you could see the tension in his hand holding on to Nick's jersey. And the ref, you don't see that, do you? You don't see it, do you? You don't see a damn thing, do you? Oh, my God, why don't you make that call? They can't do it. They won't do it.
Ronbo, like in football news, Cincinnati beat Jacksonville tonight. Did you know that?
Yeah, I was watching part of that. Jacksonville couldn't do anything with that offense.
The quarterback, the backup quarterback for Cincinnati, Jake Browning. Ronbo, he was a good quarterback at the University of Washington, Jake Browning. I've been telling people that he was 32 of 37 tonight for 354.
Oh, I seen him in Chase Young before I got through watching the game. And also, the running back got loose tonight, too. What was the final score?
34-31 in overtime.
Oh, but Jacksonville came back. I may have to go watch that game.
And here's another thing, Ronbo. In injury news, Trevor Lawrence got hurt and it don't look good, like his ankle.
Uh-oh. It's too late to get it. It's too late to get that kind of injury.
C.J. Beathard, your old friend, C.J. Beathard finished the game.
Somebody said that Beathard's out there looking pretty good. How did he look?
He looked good. He threw a bomb to Calvin Ridley, but they called it back for holding. They would have won the game on that, but they called it back.
I got to tell you.
For the end of regulation.
C.J. Beathard, and to this day, I still think C.J. Beathard throws one of the nicest long balls in the game. When he threw several when he was with the 49ers, I said, look at the trajectory. Look at the look. My God, that's a nice pass. And he'd connect on him, too.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not jinxing nobody. The way that ankle looked, Trevor Lawrence might be done for the season. C.J. Beathard at 8-4 might have to take Jacksonville into the playoffs. It's like Cincinnati's fighting for their playoff lives with Jake Browning. Oh, and you know Pittsburgh's quarterback got hurt yesterday. He had ankle surgery today.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, wow. It had to be surgically repaired even as early as now?
They said he's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks. I'm like, he's done.
What kind of?
It's going to be Trubisky.
I know, but what kind of injury did, what's his name? The quarterback?
Lawrence.
No, the one who got hurt in Pittsburgh.
Lawrence.
No, Pittsburgh.
Oh, ankle.
Yeah, what is his name again? Him and the wide receiver have the same name. Anyway,
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. You know what? He was starting to come on and look a lot different since that other OC left. You notice that?
So in that division, Ronbo, the AFC North, Kenny Pickett's out for the season. Deshaun Watson's out for the season. And my boy Joe Burrow's out for the season. Only Lamar Jackson remains. If you remember the last 2 years, it was Lamar Jackson that was out for the season. 2 years prior.
I know, you know. I mean, he Lamar left 2 years ago. Lamar has probably learned. You know, he's not running as much as he used to, is he? Lamar has started staying in the pocket a little longer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I was responding to one of your guys in the comment. He was talking about, oh man, Mark Andrews, tight end is out. I said, but Baltimore drafted 2 tight ends last year in the 4th round. Charlie Kolar out of Iowa State, 6'6", 250, and Isaiah Likely, 6'4", 241 out of Coastal Carolina, who played a little last year. Kolar got hurt. Charlie Kolar is a 2-time All-American out of Iowa State. And guess who his quarterback was? Brock Purdy.
Brock was his quarterback? Yep. And you know what's so funny about that? Some of the best tight ends in the game seem to be coming out of that area. There's a couple. Remember those guys? Well, actually, they're not. They haven't blossomed yet. Remember the following year, after George left, there was 2 tight ends from an Iowa school.
Yeah, Detroit drafted one of them this year from Iowa.
Yeah, you know, tight end. There's certain campuses know how to draft certain positions. Like if you want an offensive line, we talked about this. You go to Boston or you go to Notre Dame, and who's got the wide? Georgia's got the defensive line, right?
In Alabama.
Yeah, it's pretty funny how certain schools just specialize in certain positions. Bama's like got something on all over the field they used to. They're starting to slide now. Because if you had to pick the number 1 seed in college ball right now, who would it be, Tony?
Ronbo, I'm a Florida State fan, so you know I'm mad. Alabama doesn't deserve to be there. It should be the number 1 seed in college football should be Michigan, like it is. Number 2 should be Washington, like it is. Number 3, though, should be Texas. I'm sorry. Number 3 should be Florida State and not Texas. Florida State was undefeated. This is the first time I ever heard of a team getting dinged because their quarterback is hurt, and they're 13-0. Wow. And Texas should be number 4.
You know what?
Not Alabama.
Tony, who is that? You heard about the incident where they brought that Longhorn in. They killed him and they laid him on the facility on the Texas campus somewhere. That really pissed me off. I said, you know what? You guys got to know when to quit. You went too damn far. That is just, I hope they find their asses. That really pissed me. Oh,
And
that
Ronbo,
really, what are you doing?
I'm going to read a couple of stats to you real quickly
Tony,
here.
Tony, you know what?
The Seattle.
We ran the clock.
Go ahead, sir.
Can you do it in like 10 seconds?
Okay. The Seattle Seahawks are 2-11 as double-digit dogs versus 70% or higher opponents. Y'all are 75%. The Seattle Seahawks are 0-5 as dogs of 11 points or more. The line is 10.5 right now, so you know it's going to go up.
Has it fallen to
the Seattle Seahawks are 0-5 with revenge. This is revenge for Seattle after allowing 35 points or more, which they did against Dallas, versus an opponent off a double-digit straight-up win, which you guys are.
Oh, God. I wish you would have said
that. Doesn't look good.
Now I'm going to be worried about you know how those records are always broken. Tony, always a pleasure. I'll be back Wednesday or Friday looking for you. All right?
And Detroit has this is the earliest they've won 9 games since 1962.
I know, right? What administration was in the office there? My God. Anyway.
John F. Kennedy.
Tony, we got to go.
I'll see you later in the week.
See you midweek, yes. All right. Always a pleasure. Night, Tony.
Take care, sir.
You too. You actually have to. You got to root for Detroit. It seems that they're not. It's not a shoo-in they can win that division. Isn't Green Bay nipping at their heels? And wasn't that Green Bay that just beat them to death a couple of weeks ago? If Green Bay comes to stats as Detroit, we may never hear from Don Burr again. Don Burr got mad. He didn't even come in the chat. He's so mad because he got production got mad at him. Anyway, I'm gonna see you either Wednesday or Friday, as I say. And God, thanks for the contributions. Always appreciated. And hey, please turn your notification on because I'm hearing about nobody knew we were on. So if it isn't on, turn it on. You should hear from us as soon as we come on. And please don't forget to subscribe. Hit like. I love like. I'll see you in a few. And Niners! Let's go get 'em.